Well, I can cut that out. So.
Yeah, but you can't cut it off of Twitch. No,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, if it plays for more than 5 seconds.
Or you just give it up on your...
I think it's usually
I've
20
given up on
seconds.
him being a big thing. So there needs to be a little man in the corner.
That's fine.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Okay, so none of this is what. Here we go.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month,
So let me
if
do
not
this.
more, just from this app on my phone. And I don't know.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have everything all set up, and then of course, you know, and then this thing has to screw up. So you know.
It's only for my fans.
Get on my
Yeah.
app on my phone. It's called OnlyFans. All I gotta do is show my feet.
You're on
And oh my gosh.
Don't give me $100. Let you see my feed.
We're live.
We're
It's
live.
recording
There's
us.
nothing wrong.
The Twitch demons will
Where'd you
come
get
for you.
The Twitch demons.
Am I lying though, Mike?
Oh.
Is it a lie?
Chapstick.
But the OnlyFans are gonna come for us.
Yeah, the
no.
OnlyFans are coming for us.
Yeah, they're definitely
I'm
coming.
not on that.
On what?
OnlyFans.
No, but you're on Twitch.
It's
You're making fun of
OnlyFans.
hardworking, what are they called?
Patreon?
Oh, I
Sex
should get.
workers.
I should get
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
I'm trying to find the woke terms for everything.
Look at that. It's my dad.
No, yeah, you need to get an OnlyFans and just be like cleaning things in the theater and be like, young girl cleans dirty. Oh, what's
I don't
No,
think
that
that'd be good
reminds
for
me,
Peter.
I-
Mike had an idea
Reputation.
for an
Yeah,
OnlyFans
Yeah.
called Beat and Meat with My Feet.
No, it's called Only Feet, and it's only feet, and you just do stepping on weird shit.
You
The
just make
first
wine.
the first one is stepping on meat with my feet. So you just step on raw meat, you know, for a little
You
bit.
should do it, Mike.
Somebody's gonna whack it to it.
You should do it.
Ain't nobody wants to see my feet.
You never know.
I got nasty man toes.
I don't know. I'm convinced that anything that you could possibly think of marketing, there are people on the internet who will buy it.
Probably.
Like I am
You're not
convinced
wrong.
if you market well enough, people will.
If-
There's a person out there who will
So-
buy any product.
Gamers,
Yeah.
just call the first video beating my meat, and it's just your feet beating on the meat.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh my
Beating on
God.
meat with my feet.
Then you have to do it.
And that's that's the one that'll make money. Everything else after that is just for funsies, you know. Stepping on stepping on eggs with my feet, you know.
squishing eggs.
Yeah, just squishing some eggs, you know.
Yeah.
Just get the ASMR thing in there.
You can step on whipped cream and say
Just
feet
keep-
Yeah.
gets cream pie.
Feet, creamy feet.
Call a video called Feet Job, and it's your feet getting a job, and I'm gonna hang with
Yeah,
it.
no, I'll be filling out a paperwork
Good
for.
job.
You should have like
I'll
8K
yeah,
footage of
I'll,
like
uh,
not a
what's it
speck
called?
of dust.
I'll be
I
filling
like-
out
I like the feet job.
Yeah. I gotta get a pencil and I gotta what's it? Fill out an application, job
Oh,
application.
the girl belt don't feel good. Two chickens.
You just name one called Foot Ache, and it's about your foot getting
There's some
divorced.
guy on Pornhub who does like it's called Wholesome or
Oh,
something like that.
I think
And
that's
it's
what
like
you're talking about. He's like, I
it-
take you out. And
yeah,
I
and it's
try
like
to hit
it's
on
like
you or something.
5
Yeah.
black dudes and a white guy, and it's just like ... and but it, like
They're just sitting there.
yeah, they're just sitting there, you know.
You just having a good time. chilling.
Yeah.
Or it's like I give you water and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
Keep
Yeah.
you hydrated.
wet milk gets wetter, and it's just a guy giving her a water bottle, you know.
Okay, welcome back to the League of Roses.
Yeah, we've been on.
We're
We've been
everybody
sitting
say
here for like 10
hello.
minutes. It's been on.
It's been a few weeks. Everybody say hello to the camera.
Hi.
Everybody's here and happy, and we're
Weeks of
now in
banter, we get out.
2023. It's been about 5 weeks since we've been together, so we'll have to do a little recap of what's happening. I'm sure everybody's a little foggy on what's going on, but as always, we're first going to go around and meet our players and their characters with a little introduction, and then we'll have a little question for you, which we always go through, and everybody does a great job answering that question. So we're all set. We're ready to go. Everybody ready to play?
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
do it.
All right.
We can-
Okay, so we always seem to wind
Oh,
up
hooray.
with the last one there. So we'll start with you this time around, and then I'll try to bounce around.
Whoa. Hi, my name is Michael, and I play the character Randolph. Now, Randolph is a wizard. More specifically, he's a wizard where really weird things happen when he casts spells at random. So he has a percent chance when he casts a spell that something may go wrong. If something goes wrong, random effects happen. Like he can make someone change personalities. He can make them sprout leaves out of their arms or anywhere around the body. He can accidentally cast different spells, stuff like that. So overall, it's pretty fun. And for the question of the day, it should.
What is it that really annoys Randolph?
Okay. The thing that really annoys me is when people start going off into a conversation, but it's like they're not really including the people they're talking to in it. It's more like they're going on and on and on about what they want to, what their topic is.
Like monologuing.
Yeah.
So do you guys understand that? Do you follow that?
I think I get it.
Someone who only wants to talk about themselves and what they want to talk about, but doesn't want anyone else to be included.
Okay, so when has that happened? Has that happened?
That one priest guy who we went to.
Oh, I hate that guy. Did he have a bag on his head?
That's
That's
true.
true.
The one guy that just said stuff,
Says
and
rude
because it's supposed to be
stuff.
jokes. Yeah, and you're just following along, and he's doing jokes.
Yeah.
You don't like that guy.
No.
That's
No,
the.
fuck that guy.
Fuck him.
I think everyone hates that guy.
Oh, that's interesting. I happen to do a lot of research to get all those puns and throw
That
them
guy's an
together.
Oh, the
asshole.
puns are great.
No,
Oh,
We just-
okay,
We just don't
thank
like
you.
that we can't do anything. Well,
Yeah, no,
we like
the
but
idea
puns
is
are great.
it's my shtick. I get to do something once in a while.
Ignores you.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
I like the puns.
All right.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's too bad. That's foo on
He's
you.
like, that's too bad.
Who
We'll
on
see him
you?
next week.
Yeah, exactly. I wish. I'll have to revive
He'll
him
be
here.
here all week.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
He's
all right.
He's on the
Hi.
Vegas Strip every Saturday at 5.
Yes, exactly. Hi, my name's Richard, and I play the character Grutz, the almighty Barizard, the barbarian wizard. Yes.
Barbarian
He
wizard.
can cast
They're
magic.
barbarian
Wizard.
wizards,
Oh well, isn't
right?
Never
They're
mind.
barbarian wizards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's just not
Probably
qualified.
Not the best class to go, multi-class
Yeah.
to go into.
No.
He's good at punching,
'Cause you
cleaving,
can't cast spells
smashing,
when
and
you're
destroying.
raging.
He's a mighty.
With his magic.
He's a mighty. I believe he's now 6'9".
Yes, that's
He's a
correct.
mighty
He's
6'9",
a little bit of reduction.
half orc.
Yeah.
He's
That's,
lost a lot of size in every place imaginable.
oh, that's okay. He'll
That's
be fine.
okay though.
He
He'll
had a
live through it.
reduction.
He'll live through it. You
How
know.
tall is he again?
6'9"
Oh,
now.
I was gonna say N's taller than him, but he's not.
By how much? Well, we'll
N's
find out.
6'4".
Oh, okay. Well, 6'9" is a much more manageable number for sure.
Yep, yep. And what annoys Grutz the most is lack of a good feng shui in a room. He has to have windows. If there's no windows, windows are like the doorway to the soul. If there's no windows, it's terrible. The bed has to face towards the Yeah, west. exactly. The bed
Every-
has to face towards the west.
The only barbarian that knows anything about feng shui.
So Grutz demands windows in his room first off. That's like the
That's
first
very
part.
nice.
That's great because in my new apartment, I was planning on having my bed face the west. Actually.
There you go.
Now I know it's good feng shui.
Oh, that's interesting. And if that's not the right place, he'll come in and put a hole in the wall for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
A different wall.
It's good to
That's
have
nice.
friends.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, next. That's
Hi,
pretty
I'm
funny.
Salvatore. I play the bard Epion, who is, he's a College of Eloquence bard, and I subclass into a Hexblade Warlock as well. So I can do fancier things and use shields. Because I like shields. Anyway, so
Do you have a shield?
I don't. I want to get one.
Okay.
Maybe I can just, like, find
That's
a dead
good for
body
me to
and-
know.
yeah.
I can keep them away from
It's
you.
called the corpse.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks. There's a bad
Make
guy's
you
gonna be like, hey,
Great.
you want
Yeah.
the shield too bad?
Oh, you see him off in the horizon. Oh.
He's got all these shields.
Yeah. Is there a
That's
shield
the
master in town? No.
I'll have to find a board or a pot.
Only a sharp pointed master. Okay, good.
Sharp pointed master.
Make a shield after.
It's good to
out of
know.
All the swords.
It's good to know.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah. Just a wall of swords. Yeah. So what would annoy Epion? Epion is annoyed by things that are poorly designed.
Okay.
Doesn't like when things are badly engineered.
God damn it! This table's 3 degrees off.
It
I hate
bothers
it.
him. No, not that bad. Like, I don't know. Like, if, like, you know, like, have you seen those cups?
So
they
did
have?
we encounter something that he was not happy with in any of our?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean,
Just
the
take
windmill. The windmill
just
was a
take-
little weird.
Just take the angle tool out.
Yeah,
I'm try-
he gets his level out.
Yeah, I was
he
trying
took
to
some
think of
courses
something you
in-
guys might
This
have
isn't
made.
leveled.
He took some courses in, architecture at the College of Eloquence. You know, he really likes good design. He likes to improve the world. So when things are poorly designed, it's just irksome.
Because I have more than mine.
And so how does he do that? He sings to motivate other people to make it better.
He inspires them. Yes.
I
He
see.
persuades them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like,
I
this
don't
idea is
like
shit,
this.
And I'll tell you why.
I don't like this anymore. You need to fix it. And that's
Look
where,
at my level.
yeah, and that's where
Grutz.
Grutz comes in.
This
Yeah.
edge needs a bevel.
Ah, that's nicely.
This room needs a window.
And then we can revel in joy.
You and Bill Gates. Okay, next up.
Hi, my name is
Diurd.
which is druid.
Druid spelled backwards.
In
case you
case
forgot.
y'all didn't know,
Last one.
I am a desert druid. You know.
Were we on? Did we miss that? Oh, okay. We caught that. Above and below. The top desert and the bottom desert.
That's above, so below.
That's the mountaintops and the basins. Okay.
I feel like Dante's Inferno over here.
So as a desert druid, you're into cacti
Yeah, I'm into cacti. I'm into
Lizards.
Yes, I'm very much like a lizard.
and the very much you constantly are seeking the very much well-known desert goat,
Yes, that's right.
commonly known as a
They're
Gila
called
monster. I think.
bighorn.
I haven't a clue what
Imagine
this.
her interpretation of a goat's actually a camel.
Yeah.
I'm just
That'd be
imagining a
really
Gila monster
funny.
with like a
that
goat
would be
beard.
funny. Like she sees that
Goat. Yeah, goat.
It's right there.
Goat.
Camel.
Yeah, goat. She sees a package of cigarettes. Goat. Yeah.
This is goat.
All right,
And
that's
the thing
great.
The thing that annoys Diurd the most is when people steal back the items that you stole from them.
Oh
And you're
dear.
just like returning them.
No, like
That's called returning.
so basically, like I like. okay,
Isn't that
one
called
thing-
retribution or
I think that's
yeah,
the
justice or
It's-
yeah?
It's one thing if you steal
She's not into-
something from me that I
Darn it! I stole that from you. Darn you for stealing that bag.
It takes work.
It's an Indian giver.
It takes work
It
to
does.
steal.
It
And
does.
then they have the gall to
As-
steal back.
There's nothing worse than having something stolen from you that you've stolen.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I know what that means. I know what that's
You know,
like.
a thief is just honest work.
Like your virginity, right? Or other things like that.
Wow.
How do you steal
Why
that?
would you steal your own?
I don't think you
thing?
can take that back.
They don't do the God thing.
Born
They
again.
dunk you in the water,
You
be
born
born.
again.
How's that work?
Baptized?
Oh, sure, baptism.
Reborn again virgins.
Yeah.
People get reborn again. Where
Do
they
they?
swim in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they?
That's the
Good.
thing. No, it's not baptism. You can do it if you.
How do you get rebirth?
What do you
That
have to
sounds wrong.
Do you pay a Catholic tax and you get this or something?
No,
There's no
I don't
womb
know.
at the
I've
end.
just heard about it before. They dunk you in the water like they do with baptism,
Uh-huh.
but it makes you. It makes it basically.
Somebody's
pure
gonna.
again.
Hopefully
That
somebody
sounds like a load of
writes.
garbage.
Hopefully somebody writes in our chat
You
somewhere
can
or
imagine
somewhere
getting
to explain what
Yeah,
that
how does
is.
it-
Yeah, you can
how does
born
it take
again.
away
Born
what's
again
already been
Christian?
done?
Is that what I say? Okay, all right.
It's based on
Don't
when
talk to me,
you,
don't talk to me, talk
if
to
you're
them.
not a
I mean, is
Christian,
it like
you
a weird
born
drug that'll
faith in
make you
Christ.
forget your first time? Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
No, it's like you
But
gave
that's-
yourself to a.
That didn't get stolen from you, so.
But people
Restore
I-
yourself.
I still don't. I don't think that qualifies as reinventing your
Well,
virginity.
basically, it's just all.
If
Yeah,
a person
that sounds
who
like
after
bullshit.
engaged sex makes some type of commitment to not be sexually active again until marriage.
Oh, okay.
This term is used
Oh.
amongst Christians who place strong emphasis on
What's the term?
abstinence.
So it's
from
bullshit. You're still you're still not a virgin.
Wait, what is the term?
That's such bullshit.
Born again virgins.
So some things are pretty.
Spiritually, you can
Oh.
say
Some
you're
things
not
are
a
pretty
virgin,
hard to
I
take
guess,
back.
But like the truth hurts. Sorry, you lost your virginity.
So
dumb
basically,
fuck.
it's like saying I'm going to be abstinent
Yeah.
until marriage, even though I already wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Got it.
What a load of hoo-ha. What? Yeah, it is.
Camera's blank.
I don't know what she's talking
I'm
about.
guessing she can't see it. on her phone.
I
Oh.
need to restart the phone, maybe.
But yeah, don't steal back from me.
All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, okay, I got it. Wow, that was a big discussion. Okay, we'll move on. Boy,
I'm Sarah. I obviously am the only one who knows about born again virgins, but.
Oh,
No,
That's
I
because-
know about it. It's just bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Paladin.
No, I know what a born again virgin is. It's somebody who's decided they're not a virgin all of a
Is
sudden.
the paladin
Or
a
whatever.
born again virgin?
Is that your side hustle,
Paladin
making people
is
born again
a
virgins?
Just because you say you're a virgin doesn't mean you're a virgin if you fuck. Sorry.
all right. So let's
Okay,
let's
um,
let's.
You fuck. Own up to it.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
All right. So
Send your
so
hand
let's
out,
let's.
I'm Sarah. I play two characters. My first one, which makes sense as to why I made this comment, is a paladin for the Church of
There you
Ezra.
go. Yes. There you go.
He is 87 years old. He is a human, and he's a paladin for Ezra. He made his vow for the avenging angel, and he finds that when places don't take care of religious belongings, like churches, when they don't keep maintenance, on
Maintain
them,
it. Yeah.
He is very annoyed by that.
That makes sense. That's how you stay
He
safe.
wants people to respect the
Yeah.
religious area, and he wants even the priests. He's annoyed when priests don't take care of it, or
That makes sense. Yeah, good for him. A man of morals.
Yeah. He finds it
A
very-
man of virtue.
Doesn't even have to be his god. In general, he just finds it annoying.
That's a
He
very
is-
accepting
Finds, like,
individual.
Raiding tombs to be very annoying too, because he doesn't believe.
Excellent. That
He
makes
doesn't
sense.
believe you should take from the dead.
I entered into a league.
That's a bit of a problem for some other people sitting next to you.
Um,
Okay.
And then my other character is W. He's a witch. He's N's younger brother. He's 26 years old. And he's a witch, so he's like, it's kind of like mixed between a cleric and.
These
a
guys have
wizard.
problems.
Um,
These brothers have problems.
They do have problems. He finds it most annoying when people think witches are evil.
Oh,
Knows it's a
okay.
general
That
thing,
makes sense.
but being a witch
God
himself,
damn it, maybe a stigma.
he knows that there are good witches.
Yeah.
Very neutral witches. Not
Yeah.
all of them are evil. He finds it very annoying when people.
You've run into good witches.
Yes,
Whoopee
we have. We run into
Yeah.
good witches. So.
Yeah.
Shoot is an interesting one.
Yeah, you can. It's
But
possible.
most towns tend to think they're all just evil, ugly hags when that's not necessarily the case.
Saw
So.
some of those too.
He's pretty loose with telling people he's a witch, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's not afraid to tell them.
Is
Yeah.
he a born again virgin?
No,
ladies
He's
man.
born again witch.
Yeah, every time he fucks, he decides he's still a virgin.
His brother does the ceremony every week.
But yeah. Woo, Clyde, that's back.
Boy, did we hit a nerve with you. Wow. That's
It's
something
fucking
else.
Stupid. What a dumb concept.
Well, we've learned that from your perspective.
yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay, so those make sense. Those make sense.
Point again, virgin.
That's because Jiminy is a virgin and always will be a virgin.
What do you know about Jiminy?
Jiminy
Carlyle
doesn't-
and his past?
Jiminy doesn't seem to remember his past,
You
so
don't remember his past
if
either, so there you go.
you well, no, I don't know it because it's
Yeah,
yours.
sucks to suck.
But it sounds like he's short of it, so
You don't
that's too
understand.
bad. That's
Jiminy
very
Carlyle is a
sad for him.
complex character.
all right.
With
Speaking
many
of which,
strands of history and-
speaking of
and many
whom, we will now
strands
go
of-
to and
Yeah,
introduce
lore
us
and-
to.
and what?
Go ahead, introduce us
I'm
to.
Mike. I play the hunter Jiminy Carlyle. He's a little short, squat man. He's 2'4", I believe.
Short and squat. Squat is a good
2'4",
description.
200
Kind of
pounds.
defies the laws of
He
physics.
Squat.
is
He's what?
He is a halfling.
defies
He's
the laws of
very,
physics.
He's very tall from side to side.
He's very, yeah. He grew out, not up.
Yep.
That kind of deal.
And he's a hunter.
Yeah, he's a hunter. He hunts.
He uses all his
Worthia.
Facilities to hunt.
Yeah.
His tongue.
I mean,
his
he uses
nose.
his senses. I mean,
Yeah,
if you ever watch
does.
a hunting show, they lick fucking shit off the ground.
That's
to
true.
Figure out how new and old it
That's
is.
true. That's
It's weird, and guess what? Jiminy Carlyle does it.
And he does it. He embraces it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure everybody at the table can't wait to hear what annoys Jiminy Carlyle, knowing how much Jiminy Carlyle annoys everybody else. And they were very nice not to say anything about it. I'm annoyed by a guy that comes in at the last second and kills all of the bad guys.
Yeah, and
When they have one hit
snags
point
the
left.
kill because they saw it.
Snags the kill.
And
Okay.
The rest of you aren't good enough to kill him, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need a better character to kill for you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So what annoys?
Well, I was gonna say born again virgins, but now it's people who can't seem to finish their kill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
like, look at this guy. He can't kill anything. Can't kill anything. Can't kill anything. Can't kill anything. Definitely can't kill anything times 2.
And his
I have had it. No. Jiminy Carlyle swoops in at every
Ouch.
chance and has to kill
Ouch.
everything.
Everything too
Ouch. Wow.
I think out of the 10 enemies that get killed, Grutz and N deal most of the killing. And
The finisher himself.
Yeah, let's go finishing.
He finishes the
You
last
gotta
one.
finish the job.
Half the time he doesn't even
Okay,
kill
look,
anything.
Goku was gonna let the Ginyu Force live, but Vegeta kills him. Why? Because
Wow.
Vegeta comes in and takes the kill. It doesn't matter, he still
Wow.
kills him. It's still his kill.
Wow. Wow. Well, I think
Technically, my actual one was the.
there's a perception issue here. I think you're
my
totally
real annoyance was
absorbed.
that Barovia's lack of delicious food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't have any fucking food. This place sucks.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All they
That's
got
a good
is trees.
that's a good
All they
observation.
got is trees and hags that feed you people.
And wolves.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, wolf meat. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty rough.
That's good meat.
It's you know what? That makes for a
Where do you
dreary
kill
place.
that?
They don't have pizza. Right. Yeah, they don't have peppermint.
They got blackjack.
Yeah, yeah, it's no hot
They're gonna have
cakes.
beer.
They don't even have chicken legs.
They
Yeah.
got some shitty ass wine.
That's true. They don't have
That their
beer.
guy makes. They fucking worship this guy and they hate his wine.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's a big observation on your point. That's why people are miserable. Let's face it.
They
Okay.
don't have enough good food. Yeah, I mean that happens.
Yeah, yeah, that'll turn everybody off. That's for
I'm
sure.
gonna make everyone happy.
It's fake.
That's why everyone
This is just some asshole.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the introduction. We learn a lot always about our players and our characters when we go through that. So, all right. So let's take us back to where we were. I know you guys know you're in Curse of Strahd and you're in Barovia. You find yourselves as a group standing outside a burning windmill.
Oh,
This burning
thank
windmill.
goodness that's over.
First thing I'm gonna do is pick up my phone, call fire
That
department.
was a stressful day.
Shit, man, it's burning. That's the only windmill we got. That's the
So-
only one I've seen.
So this is a good image of it. The only issue with the image is right now,
It says game
How'd
pause.
you
It's-
find it burning?
huh?
How'd you
Burn
find
on
one
fire.
burning?
Somebody made one. Isn't that something else?
Someone must have burnt their windmill down.
I think
Yeah.
people burn everything down.
Some of these designers are building every nuance to this game. It's pretty cool.
I
Look
love
at that. They built a burning thing and they knew the players would burn it down.
Burn, baby,
In case you
burn.
did.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So-
the problem is this is gonna cause a forest fire.
So the only thing is,
I did that.
this is daytime. For you guys, it is nighttime. It's the dark of night. The windmill itself is burning in front of you all. And at the same time, you're hearing, you are standing in a bunch of rain.
That's some loud rain.
Yep.
That's some thick rain.
Oh, gee.
Well, I just turned it on. So,
Randolph, where's the tower? This is
so
some hard
as
rain.
you're standing here in front of this thing, you have been inside. You fought some older ladies inside of this thing.
I
From
wouldn't
inside.
recommend their fruit. It's not very fresh.
Fuck the golden
So what is it? What is it about their food that you recall?
There's black swine stuff.
Oh, they have,
inside.
yeah,
Does
they
not
have.
taste
It's
very
a corpse. It's like corpse stuff because when Diurd broke a barrel, a corpse came out of it and rose up and attacked him.
It wasn't a corpse.
So-
it was a creature.
So that would be
Yeah, it was a
called
bond type thing.
kind of like an ichor,
Yeah, it
is,
was-
is what you would call that.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's nasty stuff.
It's some bad stuff they're putting in there, and it seems to have some addictive properties.
And what else were they putting in there? Not just people,
People
but
were turned into pigs.
Bugaboos,
children.
goblins,
Children.
children.
Yeah, they were children. You're thinking. You don't really know yet, right? Do you? 100% for sure,
Did we save
but
a kid?
We did.
that's where I was going to lead on to as well. Yes.
Didn't I
Did
fucking,
you-
like, make him scream?
Did
She
you
was
not?
supposed to
Yes.
be
Good.
So
Well, we saved two kids technically.
But she
fuck that
wasn't.
kid.
correct. So
Because
there's
we had the Ronnie's, the little gypsy girl, and then
That's
we had
correct.
the little boy whose mother sold him to the hags because she was so addicted to the
You know what?
pigs. or
Yeah.
the pasties.
that's right.
Maybe what they're doing.
I think
is
the black
they're-
stuff is
That seems like a bad deal.
No, no,
bad deal. If
no,
they're doing that
that's
to
fine.
everybody with a kid, they're gonna run out of
No,
kids.
No, listen.
What are they gonna
right?
eat?
What happened if they don't like? They don't like. Yeah, sure. They might.
We also
some
just
of the
put a
kids.
sacrificial.
But I'm
altar
saying,
as
what
well.
happened if the people who eat it, they tend to go like crazy? That's the guy who thought he was like Batman, right?
But I don't know if we
I
have any
think that was
evidence
Joe.
that they
No,
go
no.
crazy.
What if?
It's
What
possible.
if they take like the emotions of the kids and bake it into a pie? So when you eat it, it's like you're a child again. So it makes you happy.
That sounds like you read the module.
I think that's a very interesting theory, but I don't think it's.
I don't
Let me make a comment to that, and then I want to go to what Richard was saying.
Tasty child meat.
It's a great observation on his part, and he didn't read the module because he made it up because it's not part of the module. But it's a very interesting take on it for sure. So he didn't. Normally I wouldn't say anything, but I want you to know he didn't. He's just thinking it through. It's pretty cool.
It makes sense
Huh?
because like when Grutz and that made the deal, they lost some of their.
So let's go. Okay, so let's go to two things you said. First, remind everybody, what did you do with the sacrificial altar? Okay, so there was a ring of stones behind the windmill. You went back there, and there was an altar, and you destroyed the altar. Who destroyed the altar?
Not me.
Not me.
Who wants to hold up his hand because he used his magic to destroy the altar?
Randall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you did cut the altar in half. You broke it apart and such. I believe it was Randolph, Grutz, and Jiminy that were up there.
Wasn't W there as well?
W was there. Inside, battling and or trying to take possession back of a child that was in there
Hey.
was Diurd, N, Grutz, and Diurd. Okay? So you guys were able to get a hold of the little child that was upstairs. It was a little girl. Do you remember her name? Myrtle. Myrtle. Myrtle is about 5 years old. Epion, bless his heart, pushed his way all the way to the top of the windmill, fighting his way up, determined to try to make a pact or negotiate with these ladies, giving something up from himself to be able to get this child. You were obviously fighting to get to the child.
Yes, I was
You
stalling.
didn't say that.
Huh?
I think he wanted power.
No, I was stalling with the kid.
He definitely was striving. He didn't have to go all the way up, but he did.
I was only in the beginning when they were doing the
I think he was definitely looking to help her.
I was stalling.
Grutz also negotiated with them, and he was, at the time, had grown to almost 12 feet tall.
He's a big boy.
He negotiated with them and came down in size.
Yep.
By negotiating it, what happened with your... A little bit dumber. You got to give... So you gave up something to get that change. Epion didn't have to negotiate anything. He was able to navigate his way through.
Well, I think he negotiated his body, technically.
The problem for
I
you
very
guys...
narrowly negotiated
The
my
problem
life
for
back.
you two, both of you, is that you know for a fact, you could feel you were both dragged nail-wise, blood drawn from you by two of these women. Okay? And then the other fact that I want to remind you of is you bought a lot of these little pies, right?
Yeah.
I believe you bought, was it 8 or 16 pies,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of pies, and you put them, I guess, in your satchel or wherever it is that you
Well,
can.
I think I gave
They're basically
some to,
hand pies.
Jimmy
He
ate
gave
some.
some to Jiminy.
Yeah, I think
Jiminy
I-
Jiminy ate a whole pie himself, yeah. But
Yeah,
for the
he
most
split it in
part-
half and then he ate the other half.
Yeah, he took the other half because crummy food in Barovia, right? I mean, it makes sense.
Probably
Makes
the most
sense.
tastiest thing he's had
It was
since birthday.
delicious. I don't regret it.
So now you stand outside. You have as you were coming down, Irina, you're chartered to take Irina from the village of Barovia into Vallaki, which is the next town. But on the way, you stopped off at a Vistani camp where you had your fortune read. And to cure you of all of your ills and curses, you negotiated with Madame Ava, and she asked you to go to this windmill and eliminate the problem, however you wanted to eliminate the problem. And that's why we now stand before a very burning...
I said he eliminated the problem.
Yeah.
The big problem, so as you're standing here in the glow of this windmill, all around you it's dark, and now the rain is coming down hard. The rain is now turned into drenching rain, and it quickly turned from light rain to a drenching rain. It's like pouring on you. You're standing outside. Irina came up from the cart she was staying in, and she had found a child in one of the women's who returned while you were facing the other two. She had a boy in the cart, and she brought that boy forward, and you met him. His name is Reet, R-E-E-T.
I had Reek.
Reek. I'm sorry, Reek. You're right.
Well,
Not
this is
Rick,
getting
Reek.
lost by the rain.
You're right. It is Reek, not Reet. And so she has him. He's about 7 years old. Myrtle has come down with you. She ran out, slightly accosted and traumatized by Jiminy, as he is wont to do with anybody that's taller than him. And
At least she's alive.
so now you stand before this burning at a building, out in the darkness. The rain is pouring. There's some lightning that you see starting to even now. Thunder starting to see in the distance is hitting. You are being soaking wet. You're soaking wet. Okay, so I'm going to change our scene here. And I'm going to change
Mine
it
is pretty
to...
dirty. It might be nice to like get washed up.
Grush wants to get washed off.
It's not the one I thought it was. You want to get washed off?
Yeah, you know, it
Is
might
that
be
what you're
pretty sweaty and dirty. You know, we've had a rough night. Had a lot of fighting.
Well, right now, you're getting soaked. So here is everybody's position outside of the, and you might want to take a look on Discord. So they even have a nice view at the top of this burning windmill. So right immediately outside we have Grutz, Epion, and W, who were the last to, the last to leave the burning building. Everybody else ran out, and they're down here sort of waiting for the group to come forward. So as you're moving forward, again, the night is pouring now. It's pouring rain on you. I mean, you are now, your hair is drenched. Your clothes are soaking wet. It is also, while it's cold, it's not freezing cold where you see your breath, but there is a definite chill. It is definitely, cooler. And next to Epion, you feel pulling at your leg. Myrtle is this little person, and she says to you,
Hi there.
she says to you, "Thank you for you saving me. You came up and you saved me from the women. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
I'm
my
glad
hero.
we're all right. Oh, well,
What's your name?"
my name is Epion.
You can see her looking at you, and she's shaking. She's just got a very small, like, dress. It's like very filthy and dirty. You can see she's very thin. She's very thin, and she's got red hair, long hair, and she's only a little bit taller than Jiminy.
Oh, wow.
She's still taller than Jiminy. She's about 3.5 feet tall. So she comes up to your waist, and she's
Okay.
you can see she's shaking,
Okay.
and she's shivering. You can tell. And as she's looking at you and talking to you, you see her eyes start to sort of roll in the back of her head,
Oh,
and she
I'll get her.
collapses down
I'll get her.
in front of you.
I'll grab her.
Okay?
Are you okay? Hey. Hello?
She's out.
She said, yeah. Pulse. Can I, like,
Grutz is gonna take
She
off
breathing?
his wolf jacket
is she
and
breathing?
wrap it around. the
She's
girl.
breathing.
Okay.
Okay?
And just
Oh, you have a
gonna
wolf
go up
jacket?
to her,
Yes.
and he's probably gonna say, "What does she
Wrap
look
her
like to end? Like, does she?"
So
look,
she looks,
I'll
you can
swallow
see
her.
that she's, as I
She's
said,
not
she's
alright.
very thin. She's drenched to the bone. Her hair is just stringy from all the wet. It's just sopping wet, and it's dripping off of her. And you can see her body is shaking violently.
We should take her.
Now,
somewhere warm.
Grutz has wrapped her in. He's taken off
Yeah, my jacket.
the jacket you have, which is soaked.
Yeah.
It is still soaked.
Does
We should go
W
to
or
the.
N have any type of, like, they can use to detect mail then?
So the darkness around you also, it's all dark. It is so dark. You know that you have the road going to you, a way that you
I think
came
a lot
up.
of us have dark vision as well.
But you, even if with your dark
Oh, you
vision,
only
you
see
can
so
see,
far.
you can only see so far, especially with this rain pouring
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is also like a curtain. It is so thick, it's a curtain. Only thing that happens is a little bit of lightning will light up the sky, but it's not that close, not close enough, like right by you, to be able to see around you.
Grutz is gonna pick up the girl, take her to the car, so she can get away from the rain.
Okay,
And be inside.
all
Yeah,
right.
we should take her somewhere dry. And same with the little boy Reek. We should put him somewhere
Yeah,
dry.
in the car.
So Irina
I
is,
think-
he's
I think
hugging
Randolph
on to
brought the
Irina.
sour,
Yeah, I
so-
don't have any clothes on.
don't.
You know,
Say what?
I said I don't have.
I
any
was
clothes on.
suggesting he uses
Yeah,
his tower, but he didn't have the slots.
So where are you going to go? What are you going to
Grutz
do?
is gonna pick up the
We
girl,
gotta
take
go
her
to the cart then, yeah.
So as you're starting to walk down to the cart, you can hear in the distance, you can start hearing some howling.
We need a fire. Well, we haven't left wolf thing.
We got wolves now. Jeez. I think we should get the cart.
And as you're
running,
going
we should
down to the-
start moving.
As you're going down to the cart, you're going back down the road. The rain is just getting harder and harder, and it is all darkness around you. You know the dark. Remember, you came out of trees. You came out of a forest and came up through sort of this open area that you can see. And as you are moving down towards your cart, you guys have the wheel, right? So you took the wheel off the cart, and I think actually you guys were talking about putting it back on.
Yeah,
Somebody.
Randolph did.
I think we did already.
We
Did you
because
put it
we're
on?
planning to get
Okay,
away.
all
We're
right.
planning to get away.
So part of your problem now is the cart, even with the path that it's on, you can tell it's
Mud.
muddy,
Mud.
and there's a lot of mud there. It's going to obviously be
I
kind of
think
difficult.
What we might have to do is we might have to have some people stay outside and have the kids and the weaker people
Or
stay
maybe
inside.
move the cart closer to the
Grutz and
burning
Ed
window.
could probably
Yeah,
push
maybe
it.
we can move the
Grutz
cart
is gonna
closer
start
to
trying
the-
to push the cart.
So Grutz is going to push the cart. You're going to be able to push the cart. It's not a problem for you. It's you're so strong. You're going to be able to move it. It's just that you can only push it. So are you pulling it per se, or pushing it in the back
I
end?
guess I can push it from the back, or I can pull it from the front like a horse.
We don't have horses, right?
You had 2 horses.
Oh, they're still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, Irina got the horses.
So Grutz will push it from the back with a horse to help trudge it forward. Because I presume there's going to be issues trying to move it Wow, the horse
It's going to be
is
very difficult to move, and the horses, everything is being waterlogged as you're doing all this. Irina takes off her cloak, and she puts it around Reet. She has like a long cloak on. And is everybody else sufficiently covered, at least to the point where you have like a? You guys had some animal skins on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, from the wolves. Yeah, yeah.
The only person that now is going to also struggle a bit is W
Oh,
or
okay.
N. N has armor on. So this is the first time you've been in this kind of thing. So under his helmet, N's starting to like, it's like getting wet and moist. You know, it's
He'll take his helmet off and just put it to his side.
Okay.
He'll ride on his unicorn along with the.
Okay, so you're gonna pull back your unicorn. Okay.
What W is gonna do is he's gonna cast prestidigitation, and I can warm up 1 cubic foot of non-living material. So he's gonna start making warm like blankets and it lasts for an hour.
Warm up the cloak that he put
He's
around
gonna
you,
warm
though.
up the cloak, and he's gonna warm
smart.
up the fur coat, and then he's
Okay.
gonna warm
Make
up
her a
water.
little hot pocket.
Okay.
So it's nice and warm for them.
So
I guess that'd be
Irina's going to look at all of you and any of you, and she's going to say, I believe, she's going to say, I believe the little girl is in shock. My father used to talk of this happening to, people during battles when they saw something that was very difficult for them. So
Sing her a
how do you
song.
handle that?
I'll
sing
sing
her
her
a
a soothing song.
Okay. She
Sing
looks
her like
over
a
at
lullaby.
Jiminy and she says, "You're a hunter. Is there anything that we can find to help her?"
Yeah, if you want to build for food.
Not in this way.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that. Until you get lost and die.
You know what?
That is
happens when you
true.
go to Shaw?
That's somebody using their head.
You learn.
Yep.
You get over it. That's what Shaw is. Time.
Sometimes you just
Time.
gotta face
You need
life.
time. And you gotta face
It's
life.
okay. Trauma is doable.
So what do you do for such? Irina's asking you all. What do we do for somebody who is like shocked like this?
We need to keep them safe.
Safe and
calm.
warm.
Give them a big
Yeah.
hug and tell them.
Do we have any water other than the rain?
We can get a
Rainwater
bucket.
works.
Yeah.
We could do rainwater, and I can cast purified drink.
I think the rain would be.
That would be good.
Yeah,
I think
I'll do
she
that.
maybe needs something inside of her.
Yeah.
Maybe warm water.
Yeah, and
Where
we'll
do we
cast
get the bucket?
purified drink on the water, and then W
With
will
warm
cast
water is okay.
prestidigitation.
You're laughing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to make something more? Does anybody have drink, brandy, or anything?
We're so Disney. Wait, do the
She doesn't have. She says, "I had a flask, but
I
I
got spices.
do
Oh, that'll work.
Did the witches have like a cow? or
Spices
something?
can be warming.
there was no cow." But Irina's going to say, "Can somebody go back to the
I
milk?
got strawberry jam and a strawberry jam.
Okay,
Oh, that'll do it.
What do you want for the mill?
the
Sugar
bucket.
is good when
They're
you're
saying
thirsty.
bucket. Maybe there's a
We're gonna
bucket.
run uphill.
Okay, so you're going to go back to it, and as you come back, you see the light, and you can see that even though it's burning, that a lot of the rainwater is being dousing. Yeah, it's actually putting it out.
Russ is gonna look
So
around for a
even though
bucket.
it's burning, okay, so just roll a 20 for me and just
13.
beat it. That's fine. You find a bucket, no hole in it.
Yay.
Okay,
We'll
so
fill it with rainwater, and then M will purify the drink.
Yeah, Russ is gonna run down with it.
And then W will cast prestidigitation to warm it up.
okay, that's good. So who's going to administer it to her?
N will. No, W will, because M's riding the
Russ has
horse.
gotta help the car. Man.
So
It's
W
fucking-
will help because he
stuff.
has some medical knowledge.
Okay, so let's kind of understand. Is anybody in the cart, or are you just
I'll be
pushing
in
the
the
cart?
cart.
W's in the cart.
Grutz is helping the
I'll-
car by
I'll wash
pushing
her.
it with the horses, just in case it gets stopped. Stuff like that.
Okay,
And
So-
N's gonna be in the front with the horses on his unicorn to keep like
Okay.
guard.
all right. So Irina's going to say, "Can we put Reek in the cart?"
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to weigh it down too heavily.
Yeah, no, it's,
And she's going to say, "Does anybody have like a tarp or anything to cover?
Oh,
Hey, we have to get out of the rain. We have to get these children out of the rain."
Isn't the card already covered?
No, it's just a cart.
I always thought our card
It's
was
opened.
covered.
No, it's opened.
I always thought it was covered.
It's just no, it's not a covered wagon. It's
Oh.
just a wagon.
I always thought it had a cover.
I think that
No,
thought it did.
no,
I kind of feel like the saying.
no.
well,
It's a
never-
cart that they pile supplies on.
Okay, I always thought it had a cover.
Is there any blankets we can just put over them?
Maybe we can find something from inside the.
it might
the
not
mill.
work. I can cast Shield of Faith to see if it shield us from the rain.
I don't think so. I don't
They're
think
like,
so. The power.
I know this doesn't have anything to do
Grutz-
with, like, you know,
Grutz
playground
is
and
gonna
stuff.
run
I was thinking to, like, you know,
back
calm
into
down.
the
Hold on, Grutz. No, go ahead.
I was thinking to, like, maybe, like, to help calm down Myrtle, I can turn into a cat and just her in her lap and she
Oh.
can pet me.
do it.
Oh, that'd be good.
You can keep her
Comfort her,
warm.
keep her
Yeah,
warm and,
yeah,
like,
you can
comfort
do
her.
that. You can
Okay,
get
so
under the
you're a
blanket
fluffy
sort of
cat.
with her.
Be a really fat fluffy.
Yeah, I'll be a fat, fluffy cat.
Okay. I mean, you're going to get wet immediately. Cats don't like water.
No, but, like, no, I'll purr and stuff for her.
Okay.
It's not actually a cat.
Huh?
It's not actually a cat. It's just a person. That's
Well, you take on the characteristics of the animal if
You know
you...
what? Draco will wrap himself around Myrtle as well.
Her feet.
Good.
Yeah.
You got animal warmth. Good job.
We've got good warmth going on. And what were you going to say?
Grutz
You were...
is saying maybe he can go back into the tower and look for a blanket or something.
Yeah, there might be something in there.
Well, it's been engulfed in
We can-
flames.
Is there
So
any like trees with a lot of leaves we could tear off branches and cover the top of the cart with that? It won't necessarily block all the rain, but at
That's
least
true.
it'll mitigate
That's
the
what they
rain.
do. That's what they do in Survivor.
So
Yeah.
you can look around. Go ahead and look around, and there you find some stuff that's down. You find some like some
Foliage.
branches and
Okay,
stuff.
I can cast
It's
web.
kind of
Oh, cast web.
Why don't we put the foliage
Web's
on top and then we
waterproof.
cast
Yeah,
web?
I can cast web. Web's waterproof.
now. How are you going to cast your web? What's that going to do? Because everything's just going to web
Put
up,
the,
right?
No, put the web over the cart
We'll
and
get
then
some
put the
sticks.
foliage and sticks over that
So
so that it
sticks.
sticks onto it.
It's like a glue.
Okay.
I like this.
Yeah, I like it. I'm okay with that. I can go with that.
Sticky
Sure.
web.
Okay,
Spider-Man
so the rain is still getting heavier, and as you are trying to push this cart, you're now getting into the road, and you're getting into the woods, and you're starting to hear more howling in the distance, and the howling is almost like synchronized. So you can hear certain howling coming, and then almost like answer and different. I don't have it queued up.
Sounds like we have
But
fun.
You can tell it is Barovia. It's night. This is your first night out, away from the Vistani camp and such. So, are you going to stick to the road?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should stick to the road.
I don't think we should go into the forest.
They did say don't stray from the road.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest pieces of advice we got.
We did find a
Grutz is
zombie
gonna
on the side
buff
of
some
the
of the
road.
wolf bane he has and start putting it in his mouth, and he's gonna put some around the people.
I don't know if you should put it in your mouth.
Actually, I believe it's poison.
Yeah.
If you swallow it.
Okay,
Yeah, well, you're
that's
gonna
true.
absorb it through
But
your
you're
mouth.
gonna be chewing it. Yeah, you're gonna put it
Why
in your
don't
mouth.
we
And,
cover the cart with it on the web?
Grutz is
Stick it
gonna
on the
pull
web.
out the
So-
wolf bane and stick it on the webs.
okay, you're gonna put it on the webs.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a protection amulet kind of thing.
Or maybe we should. Does anybody have like?
Where's Jiminy?
Can you start fire with
He went to the restroom.
Hiding
Oh,
in
no,
a
he's
scent's
in there.
also probably a good thing.
What?
So
Can
Grutz is
can
gonna
you
roll
cast
around in
any
the
kind
mud.
of fire with prestidigitation?
I can, but it's not magic. It will go out.
Grutz-
So you roll around in the mud. Let me address that, and they're talking too. But as you get up, the mud starts falling off of you because of the water.
Grutz
So
is
much
gonna-
rain is
Oh,
coming
right,
on you
okay.
that you're soaking wet, soaking wet.
But
You guys are,
rain's also good at covering sound and
and
sound.
what were you guys talking about? I was trying to follow both of these conversations.
Oh, I was asking her if she can create any type of flame. Because I was saying we could smoke the wolf's bane. It'll like be more effective.
Of course.
Here we go. Okay, now why are you suggesting that?
Because that's what
Because
they
there's
did.
obviously wolves around, and when you have something that's like a deterrent like that, if you
So the Vistani didn't take the wolfbane and put it in their mouth.
They burned it.
I'm just
They
using this
burned
out of my knowledge of just
There we
normal,
go. Okay.
insecticides and stuff.
They also
W
did it in the
can
town
cast
with the wolves.
prestidigitation. He can light a campfire or a torch with it.
Yeah, so all you gotta do is cover it with your hand
You don't want to light it in the web though. You'll burn the web. with
and
fire.
light the wolf's bane, then the smoke will spread around.
Why don't?
Um.
Do we have a piece of cloth? And just
Rip
rip a
one off.
stick.
Okay,
You-
W will
what
rip
they
a
used
piece
to
of his
do-
clothing.
You can rip
So-
a cloth and a stick. And
Okay.
Put the wolf bane around the stick and
Oh,
tie it up
you
with the
wrap
cloth.
it and then it
And
And
then
then
you
burn
burn
it.
it.
kinda,
And it's like a torch that gives out the scent.
Oh, and you can kind of like wave
Yeah.
it around.
Yeah.
Okay. So this all makes sense. I'm looking for,
We just need to cover.
We
We
just
need
need
to
to
cover.
cover
Just
it.
do it within the web. As long as it's not close to the web or anything that could burn your.
Yeah, just do
So,
it close to the floor.
W will tear a piece of his clothing off.
Okay.
And then we just need to get a stick.
Yeah, we
Which,
just need a
can we
stick.
find a stick?
I'm sure we can find a stick.
Yeah, you can find a stick. They're all
Okay.
wet, is all. So
Well, we're not burning the stick. I
Just dry it. Don't you spell it and dry it?
Oh,
So
prestidigitation dries.
I don't know if prestidigitate. It can warm things up. I guess
We'll
that's
be up to the
kind
point
of
where
like
it dries itself.
I know it can
Okay, so I'm going to suggest, I was waiting for you guys to do this, but I'm going to suggest that you sort of stop somewhere so that
That
you
makes
can
sense.
establish
A perimeter.
a perimeter for you with these, with this for the wolves.
That's true.
We
Is
want
the
an
next-
open space.
What's our current surroundings like?
We're gonna want an open
Yeah,
space.
we should find a clear space.
So yeah, so I went ahead and built this, what would be sort of a fake, sort of kind of open space with this clearing.
So
Now,
is that where we
it's-
are?
Yeah.
Yeah, except you can't really build, every time you start trying to build a campfire,
You just need to build like what a furnace is.
it's going to go out because of the rain and the water.
Just get
Just
some
need to
sticks,
cover it.
cover the fire itself with foliage. That's what I saw in a Survivor show.
Yeah, as long as you cover it.
Yeah. Just gotta cover the fire.
We should put the cart there so that the people can sleep, the kids especially can sleep inside the
Uh-huh.
cart. W, all he needs to do is meditate, so he'll be on guard and N will be on guard. Just N still has 8 feet.
Who doesn't have spells?
Grutz is sleeping.
I don't
He's
have
really
spells,
dead.
but I can do a short.
Hold on, before you camp down.
Oh fuck! I could take a short break and restore a third level spell slot.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should
just do that. And get the tower out.
Yeah.
So as you, so how long a break do you have to take? It's like,
An
How
hour.
much is the short break?
It's an hour.
I thought it was 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was 1 hour.
Short break is half of a long rest. So.
Might be different for
So
fighting.
as you're establishing this area and you're thinking about resting and such, the howling is getting closer. And you can tell there's a bunch of different voices of howling. So it's like obviously more than a couple of them. And as you're in this area and you're trying to establish this, you're trying to get this campfire going, you notice that the lightning is, you pushed your way on the road and stuff, the lightning seems to be coming closer to you all. And as the lightning is light, will light up the sky,
Depends on the game.
everybody roll a 20 for me. And I want you to beat a 15.
So you just looked up the resting and it's an hour.
It's an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 5e it's an hour.
Oh, okay.
What are we rolling?
Yes, sorry.
Against your perception, 15.
Oh, I did not beat it.
Is this everyone?
Everyone.
Neither of
Oh,
my
I passed.
characters.
I got 17.
Perception, it would be a skill if you had it as an expert.
Just roll a 20 and beat a 15 if you can.
I don't think you have it.
I
think
did
you
not
have
Your
it.
wisdom on
I was
I don't
got
think you have
eight.
all pluses.
You're 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that beats it.
No, that's fine. As long as you're okay. Mike?
I got 6.
6. You're low.
I got
So-
15 exactly. Does that?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
I got 8.
So as you're doing all these things that you're doing, the three of you get an uneasy feeling that somebody or something is looking at you.
Oh, do I?
You just
sense
feel,
direction? Do we sense a direction?
you just feel it around you. It
Okay.
might be wolves, because you can hear the wolves, although the wolves sound like they're too far away. If they were wolves, they would be howling right there by you. And they probably wouldn't be making a lot of noise that close to you.
Yeah.
I'll just say I feel a presence.
What
I
did
feel
you
like we're
roll?
being watched.
15s and 15s, what did you
I
roll?
rolled 17. Let me get
Okay, so for you, you sort of feel like it's something's in the woods right there by you,
Okay.
It's
kind
a
of
tree.
just off to the side.
So it's 19 with my perception.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you actually look over and you see what looks like a shape.
Okay.
It's crouched.
Grutz
Oh,
is drawing both
shit.
swords. I'm gonna say, stop, whoever you are. I don't want to hurt you, and I'm gonna point my
White horse.
staff. Yeah.
You're going to point your staff?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. That's
I
good.
mean, Grutz is drawing his weapons. He doesn't
So
know
you
where
all
it is.
hear this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
N's gonna say Randolph.
Well, that's right, you're a cat, you're buried.
Where my staff is pointing to.
N's gonna detect
If
good or
I
evil.
yeah, if we look on that direction, can we see?
Does he sense evil in that direction?
No.
I don't sense a presence of evil, but it might be thinking of bad things, but it might not necessarily be evil.
Yeah, like a good person, you still do bad deeds.
N's gonna say, are you friend or foe?
He's my full to cast a spell if he moves.
So out from the edge of your open area comes a big, large horse. It's a saddled horse. It's a dark brown
The guy from before,
horse.
the ghost guy?
It's fairly big horse. And you can tell that it has. It's got a saddle on it. It's got
Maybe
reins.
try and take it to its owner.
Is there a person on it?
You can see there's no person on it. That's a good question. You can see, however, it has like some in the weather that is all wet and stuff. It has like things that are dangling, like almost like pieces of rope or thread from the reins that's coming up to it.
Okay.
And on the back of it, it looks like it has like some saddle bags. They're
Can we call the
more-
horse over?
They're
Yeah.
more like sacks.
And we'll go up to the
Grutz is going to do a ritual cast of Speak with Animals. So
Okay, I got like so many things happening. You're gonna walk up to it. We got applause, which is pretty funny.
No.
And you're gonna talk to the horse. As you walk up to the horse, you hear from behind the horse, friend.
Your friend?
Oh,
Friend.
Would you like to join the camp? Do
He's,
you need help with
this
something?
somebody steps out of the woods. It's a man. It's a big man. He's got long hair. He's soaked. He's got hair like Sal. Long hair, but it's soaked. His hair is thick, like curly, thick. He's got a big bushy mustache and beard. He's got a big barrel chest. He's wearing red trappings. He's got a red shirt, and he's got like a brown vest. Very nice. Nicely done. Kind of looking like that. You just got to puff yourself up a little bit bigger. He's obviously very
Burly man.
burly guy.
Is this outfit colorful, like the Vistani?
He's got a red shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got like a vest on him, and it's like a brownish vest. His leggings are like trousers. He's got like boots, big thick boots on. You can see like it's wrapped around him. He looks like he came from a Vistani camp.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like a hunter.
Sounds like a
Do you
Vistani.
need help with anything, or
So I'm gonna pull him in, and this is him.
I'm gonna ask him what
And
brings you here.
He says, "Why are you here?"
Why are you here?
Windmill.
we're trying. Oh,
He says, "You're responsible for the light, for the
Yes.
fire."
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Says you are new to this area.
yes.
Yes.
I do not recognize you.
Yeah.
He's
we're-
looking at you.
We're on our way to
Velaki.
Velaki. We have some sick kids that we
There's some
saved
children
from
that
the
we
windmill.
So we have a girl who's stricken with shock.
Meow.
She needs to be covered. He says,
We have
"Where
her
is she?"
covered in the-
We have her covered in animals.
In the cart.
He says, "Before we do anything," he says, "I wish to share fire with campfire, but we need to build defense.
Okay.
The
What do you
wolves.
suggest?
We need to build small fires and flames. We need to find and put them next to trees around us. Make a perimeter of
So
at
the
least
branches,
4.
Okay.
He pulls out from his saddlebag, he pulls out a concoction, and you recognize it as what you were given. He says, "I have this. You are not Vistani, I see.
No.
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 To survive in the woods like this, you must have this and burn this wolfsbane at night
Yeah.
to keep away the wolves and werewolves." He says, "Do you hear?" And you can hear howling. He says, they are only maybe 20 minutes away. They are
Oh.
very close."
Let's
So
get cracking.
so he gives some to you,
Yeah.
some to W, some to Randolph, and he looks at Jiminy and he says, "Oh, is this the sick child?
No.
He looks
No,
very
he's
sickly."
sick in a different way.
Says, "Yes, he is. He doesn't look like he would be sickly.
I have her here.
He's
in
very
the car.
beefy."
No,
Obesity.
the 2
Oh.
kids are in the car.
Yes, they're here in the
Oh.
car with me.
Oh,
Meow.
what is he?
Yes.
He's one of our comrades.
I'm your
He-
worst nightmare, buddy.
he's-
This
he
big
fights-
feet.
He fights with us, yeah.
Is fighter?
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fighter.
You're a fighter?
Certainly not alone.
Be afraid.
Really?
I bite.
Really?
He
Oh, yeah.
might be small, but he packs a punch.
I kill
If
him.
you are this good, he gives you some of the wolfbane. He says, "Find a big stout tree to build fire against. Don't go too far around perimeter. 10 feet out is all we need to go.
Okay.
Right.
Roger's
We need
gonna
to
take
grain.
that.
We need smoke."
Jimmy's gonna take 10 steps. Alright, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4, 5, 6,
He's
7
going to look
foot,
at you and he
8 foot
says,
more.
Maybe triple that. Your steps are not quite 1 foot. Little further, please, little man.
Rolls.
So he's going to go out with
Yep. Going out to go do it.
So he's going to go out with Grutz, and he's as you're going out, he comes over to you and he says, as you guys are finding spots to put it, he's showing you, how you build it against a tree. He says you have to find tree that is bent slightly like this to
So
protect from the water. Yes, but it still can ignite and light, and then it has to be smoldering.
Okay.
And he looks at you and he says, you must be the strong one.
Yes, I must believe.
You are the muscle of the group.
Yes.
Says other one has big shields on him. Is he stronger than you? Is he the strong one?
Oh,
He's a man of faith. No one can beat me in strength. He's more faithful.
Men of faith can be much stronger inside and out,
He's not as strong outside, trust me. He's old.
but the inside can prove to be more important.
Yeah.
I would suggest you show reverence too.
I respect him.
I picked the wrong one.
I respect
I meant to talk to him, but it's okay. You are very wise. He kind of pats your head.
Yeah.
You are very tall. That is a good thing.
How tall is he to pound my head?
Well, he's reaching up to you. You can reach up.
He's
This guy's big. He's about 6. He's about 6 feet tall. No, he's not. No. So he comes back and he says, are you comfortable with your fires
Yeah.
smoldering?
Yeah.
He says, I will do my best to help us to cook. We have to settle here. He says, this rain is very bad.
Yeah.
This is as bad a rain. I travel these roads, 42 years I've traveled, and this is as bad a rain as I have seen. He says, in fact, it's the worst I've ever seen. It's almost as if his reaction to, and he points to the light. You say you lit this on fire?
Yeah.
Correct.
You know who
There's
is?
evil beings.
You beat the shit out of
That's
him.
why it's on fire.
The Avatar people are living in there. Yeah, but we
It's the way of water.
we beat up the witches.
There were women.
Yes,
There were
we beat them
women.
up.
Yeah.
We beat them
They
up.
had-
You killed the women?
Hell yeah, we
No,
did.
not
Yeah.
Pale.
No,
They
they
escaped.
disappeared.
They
They escaped,
disappeared
but
as we were.
I mean,
They
yeah,
were-
they disappeared.
Why did you do this?
they were
eating
feeding
people.
They were feeding
They were
children
they
to
weren't
people.
They were
evil.
witches.
I don't know.
You
if they were
told you
acts,
this.
Like
Ronnie.
Madam
acts.
Eva.
They
Madam
basically
Eva, yeah.
told us
Wait
themselves.
Wait a minute. Wait, Roddy.
I don't know.
Madam Eva? He says you have visited with Madam Eva.
Yes, and she said to help to stop what they were doing in the woods.
So they were doing evil, and we found it to be
They
true.
would eat children.
So he asks you to explain how you know Madam Eva and how this came to be. So let's just save ourselves a little time. You don't have to do the talking per se, but so he's going to sort of say, as you're talking, he goes to the horse and he takes out what looks like a pot. And as you're talking, he's putting some stuff into the pot, and he's got you can see he's got some meat.
W's gonna take the spice he got from the
Oh,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
campaign and put it in there.
So you're going to contribute that.
Yeah.
So he's going to look at W and he's going to say,
No,
what
sure.
are these?
This is like a spice. It should help. It's a special spice that I got, and it should help.
It's really good.
He says, what we need is water. We need more water. I
A
have.
bucket.
Like
yeah,
a
I'm not
water.
a bucket.
Can somebody go into the woods? Don't go beyond the perimeter, and find a tree where is dripping heavily water.
Well, it rain's falling on us, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The bucket. Bucket gets wet. She can clean the water.
All right. We'll just build it that way. But it's slow, but it's filling with water. He says, I will do my best to cook us something to help your little ones, especially.
Thank you.
Not so much that little one, but the other little
That
ones
little
that are.
one needs to die.
He'll be helped by less food. I'm gonna need at least 3 bowls.
We will not have
This
3.
place is fucking
We will not have 3
miserable.
bowls. We'll do our best that we can.
This
We'll
is
do our
miserable.
best. He says.
A guy like me supposed to get some food around here. You're just a grub.
So he says.
He will hand you his bag of bugs.
So you have.
Food.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
That's bugs.
Tastes good to me.
Well, then you have them. I'll
I'll
take
eat
your
them.
actual food.
You can take my portion, Jiminy. It's okay.
Heck yeah, that's 1 bowl for Jiminy. Or 2 bowls. Who else is
I
giving up
hate
a
to-
bowl for Jiminy?
Oh, well, that's all my noise,
Yeah,
so I can't.
Grutz needs more food than you.
Get rid of
Grutz
that.
does not need more food than Jiminy. Jimmy's a growing boy. Grutz is growing as tall.
I
as
got to
he
get rid
can.
of the screen. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to
And
do this.
more.
Yeah, on my screen here, I still just have the windmill.
You
It never
do?
changed, Yeah.
It's because
You have to
need
change it yourself.
You have to change the. No, Drew has to like do something to activate it.
You change the scene yourself.
It's changed before on its own.
Okay, let me do that. I think that's going to. There we go. Okay. So he's going to say. So he's going to listen to your what you talked about, Madam Eva, and what you've done with her. And he's going to sit down on a stump, and he's going to say, "Well, Madam Eva is one of many groups of Vistani. I am from a different group. I am a group. My group is called the Borakov.
Are you the assholes that took all our crap?
Yeah, you know
What is that?
Who's that other guy?
What is that?
Do you know a man named Zintari?
Centauri? Yes,
Yeah,
he's
fuck that guy.
Vistani.
He
Yeah,
stole
fuck
from
that
me.
guy.
Yeah, he stole from you.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need to kill him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, Centauri travels through Barovia a lot.
We'll find him.
You will probably find him. Yes.
Yeah, tell him to be afraid.
Well, I won't tell him. I'll let you tell him.
I want him to be afraid that he might run away.
I'll let you tell him.
We're
How's
hunting him. We'll find him. We can hit him.
Okay.
And then we'll take his shit.
I like it.
His ass out and take all his stuff.
Tie him up.
Yeah.
He tried to. He
Centauri is.
We'll leave him in the
So-
woods naked.
I mean,
Yeah.
like anybody, any group of people. Some people are bad.
Look.
Some are good.
We don't want to kill him. We just want to take his stuff and leave him naked.
And leave him naked
in
in
a
the
tent.
woods.
Like
Forever.
he did to us.
And tie him to a tree.
Is that what he did to you?
Yes.
Mm. Yeah, he
Mace
is.
left us to die.
He can be known as.
Mace left us to die.
He can be. He's a kind of a bandit. That's for sure. Was he by himself?
Kind of.
No, he was with
No.
He's with his group?
Yes.
How many?
All
I don't remember the exact number.
All of them?
There was quite a few.
It wasn't that many. It wasn't
3 or
that
4, 7, 8.
of them.
12, 20?
13, 18, 29. I don't know.
It was like 8.
It was like a party.
I'm gonna say around that.
It was about 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. See, that's not too much. We just got 3
It's about
teams.
3 or
He's
4.
traveling light. Centauri is known for one of the few Vistani willing to go out of the mist, go through the mist to the other side. Did he bring you in?
Yes.
He did. Did you come in through Kresk?
Some other guy brought.
Are you the rose that came through Kresk?
Chris?
Yes.
Yes. No, he brought us too close to Barovia. Zintari brought us across it. Yeah.
Are you the missing rose?
the white
Sure.
rose?
We're the white rose. Is that the
Yeah, we're not
rose?
the missing one. Yeah, we're getting. Come on. Maybe.
White rose. You're supposed to be the blue rose.
No,
Oh,
us.
dear God.
They're the
Those
pussies.
fucking posers.
They're,
Whatever.
they're the worst. They're the worst rose.
Yeah.
Are they already gone?
The
Yeah.
blue rose.
They came through Kresk. This is stories I
and
hear,
Then and then they left.
and they have not been seen for.
They're probably dead.
They have not been seen
They're
for
as good as
months.
us. They're,
Yeah.
they're lower on the
They're
tier list.
definitely-
I thought we were the first one
So
to come
they're,
here.
they're probably
No,
dead.
The rose.
This is such bullshit.
Why are you another rose here?
Because we're better.
We're better. We're built different.
We were in some other land killing werewolves, and now we're gonna come to this way
Yeah,
and kill a
actually-
kill
yeah,
a
actually
a vampire.
I want to hear some of your history, who you are,
We
what
killed
is it?
Gregor.
We fucked him
Dark
up.
Who's
Lord
Gregor?
of- He's
The
the Dark
werewolf
Lord
guy.
of,
He doesn't know this. He doesn't know this.
He's the Dark Lord of Rosecroft.
You killed Dark Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Where
is
did
impressive.
Blue Rose kill?
Yeah.
A wolf.
It was a great werewolf.
Yeah.
Dark Lord.
Yeah, a great werewolf.
And so you come here to kill Dark Lord?
Yes.
Oh, we
Yeah.
the-
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
our-
We're gonna wreck that guy.
That wasn't our original.
That's not our
intention.
original-
Oh.
We're gonna destroy him.
We're looking for the wizard.
We received
By the time we're done with him, we're gonna be the Dark Lords.
encourage us to come here, but our benefactor gave us these items and told us, like,
Kick his ass.
to head there.
So the Blue Rose came to kill Dark Lord too, do you think?
I have no idea.
I have no
Who?
idea.
God,
Yes,
no.
absolutely.
That-
They
these
can't
two-
even kill a
These
grub.
two are not secret.
They're phonies, right? There's no way. They probably got killed.
I hear
Just walk
I
around
hear
and
that
take-
they
take our
were.
shit.
The stories are that they were captured by werewolves,
Oh, that's okay.
and
Wow.
probably
To be fair, I
Captured by
that
werewolves.
is
think
stories.
they were the ones that took credit for
Yes, they
killing
did.
them.
They did. They deserve to die.
Yeah, they're fuckers. Who
And
cares?
if we ever see them, we're leaving the dog.
Maybe that's
Yeah, I
why
don't
the
give a
werewolves
shit.
captured
That
them.
was
They thought they killed
not the
werewolf.
Blue Rose. That was the
the
Aqua
one-
Yeah, that
Rose.
was like
Oh,
the
it's
light
the aqua
blue.
Are they
rose
But
both
or
they're the
whatever.
same color shade.
That's just the
So they
DMD,
deserve it
guys.
just
We
as
don't
much
know
as
what
the
aqua
Yeah,
looks
guilt
like.
by
They're
blue
just,
association.
I don't know what aqua is.
Association.
Blue is blue.
Says
Ours is
so.
colorblind.
So
Ours is
tell me
blue.
more about
Aqua
Rose. Now,
Radiant.
I don't want you to do that here because we don't need to reiterate. But he's going to say, my people have we have a tradition.
Telling people stuff.
Yeah. Giving people blues and then
That-
taking
that
others.
is not-
You guys can't make people associate
That is not nice. No, that is not nice. Let me explain to you. You sound like you've been to see Madame Eva.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've accepted me into your camp. You
Sure, why
seem
not?
like you're accepting of Vistani.
Yeah, just not the asshole one.
As long as they treat us well. Yes.
Well, nobody likes
At
asshole
the moment,
ones.
we
Yeah.
outnumber you. We're stealing your
That
shit
is
in the
true.
morning.
That is
No,
true.
we're not.
Jiminy.
Jimmy's like, you got a nice
You're
This
gonna
is
see
voice.
not
Grutz.
to say
You're gonna see
ignore
Grutz
him.
hit Jimmy in the head.
You can't mock Jimmy.
Can
Jimmy's
I
the
explain
best.
to you a little bit about Vistani
Yes, go
and
on.
why you may not want to do that? Now that you have
That's right.
Now that you've said it,
Yeah,
maybe.
we have cheat codes.
So we have great
Wow.
families. There are actually several great families, and we have different tribes. The Vistani Madame Eva, they're called Vrana. They live and stay by the Tser pools, so that is where you can find Madame Eva. And the fact that she read a taroka and alleviated curses for you, you are very lucky. She is a very revered woman in the Vistani culture. She's what we call Strigan or seer or Rani. We have names for you too. Giorgio, it means you are non-Vistani. Giorgio, yes. We have our own name, customs and culture. My group is the Borovak. We are into trading, making deals, whether that be treasures, items, or even secrets.
What?
So
What?
that's why I am interested in what Zintari did to you,
What
because
clan is Atari? The thief clan?
Sounds like he's gonna say something.
he is a bandit from my clan. I will admit it.
He stole a lot
He is not-
of stuff
Just like just like your animosity towards another colored rose, we do not get along with everybody in our clan either. So I understand your anger. I look to ask you to be open-minded.
No, I'm open-minded.
I have come here and I have helped to protect you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
seek to help your little ones.
Yeah.
He takes he says the water is, we need to heat this water and
Yeah,
give them.
Don't worry. Xantori's gonna be the last as long.
But I want to tell you a little bit, so you will tell me a little bit about you. It's only fair, right?
Sure.
So what you learn here will help you maybe last longer than this other rose, right? The more knowledge you have, the more likely you are to survive. After all, how long have you been here?
Honestly, don't
a
know.
week and a half, probably.
Yes, I have lived here 42 years, and Vistani have been here for centuries. So you can learn a lot from Vistani and Barovians. They have their own cultures, their own things. One of the things that that I want to tell you about the Borovak is that we are the ones that assisted Lord Strahd. Do you know the story of Lord Strahd?
Yeah.
How he came to our valley?
Yeah.
You guys helped
You
him.
helped him against the enemy soldiers.
Trying to kill him.
He was actually almost assassinated, and we brought him back to health. So you're aware of our pact with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the reason why you're able to
Only you guys are able to go back and forth between Barovia and the other lands.
But not even all of us do that. There are only so many of us that will make that trek, just so you know, because we do not feel welcome outside of this area. We hardly feel welcome here. My tribe is outside of Vistani. We have a camp outside of Valaki, excuse me. So if you need to come by us and you need goods if you want to trade. We are into trading. We would like to trade with you.
Once we get all of our things back, we might want to trade.
Well, yes. Strahd leaves us alone. If you're going to, impose your will on him, good luck. My advice is to, minimize your involvement with him, but that is up to you. We have a custom called the Dorok. We sit around a campfire like this. We tell stories. We give histories. We talk about our backgrounds. If you have something that you can share with me, I would love to hear it, and I will share with you.
This is how we got screwed the first time.
That's because it is a tradition with us. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get screwed. After all, there are 7 of you and 1 of me, as has already been pointed out.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Be afraid.
Is there anything to drink?
Unfortunately, I do not have anything to drink because we are low on wine. There is no wine in our camp, and people are finding it hard to do that. Allow me to tell you a story. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a little story?
Yeah.
Can I tell you about the cook named Gretel?
Yeah.
She thought herself very fine. She came home. She would take a drink of wine to refresh herself, and as that gave her appetite, she would take some of the best, whatever she was cooking, until she had enough. For she said, a cook must know how things taste. Now, it happened one day, her master says, Gretel, I expect to have a guest this evening, so you are to make a pair of fowls for us to eat. She's the cook. She says, certainly, sir, I will. So she kills 2 fowls, and she cleans them, and she puts them on the spit. And as evening draws near, she places them on the fire to roast, and they begin to become brown and are nearly done, but there is no guest. So she goes to her master, and she says, if he does not make haste, I must take away them from the fire, and it's a pity and shame not to eat them now, just when they are done to a turn. So the master says he will go run himself and fetch the guest by himself. And as soon as he has turned his back, Gretel takes the fowls away from the fire to save them. Standing so long before the fire, she says, the master leaves. She says, it makes one hot and thirsty, and who knows when they will come back. In the meanwhile, I will go to the cellar and have a drink. So she goes down to the cellar. She takes a mug, and she says, here's to me. And she makes a good draught, and she drinks. One good drink deserves another. So she has another drink. And then she went and put the fowls back on the fire, basting them with butter and turning the spit. Now they begin to smell so good, Gretel says, I must find out whether they are really all right. So she licks her fingers and cries, well, the fowls are good. It's a sin and a shame that no one is here to eat them. So she goes back to look for her master to see if he is coming. But as she sees nobody, she goes back to the fowls. Well, one of the wings is burning. I had better eat it and get it out of the way. So she cuts it off and she eats it. It tastes very good, and she thinks, I had better cut the other one off too, in case the master should miss anything. So she cuts off the other wing, and she disposes of both of them, so to make sure that there is not noticed by the master. But he still does not show. Gretel is sitting there. Well, who knows whether they are coming or not? And after a little while, she says, I may as well make myself happy, and first I will make sure to have a good drink, and then a good meal, and when it's all done, I will be easy. So she runs down to the cellar, has another drink, and eats one of the fowl with great relish. And when that was done, and still the master did not come, Gretel is looking at the other fowl. Well, what one is done to one should do to the other. It is only fair that they should both be treated alike. When I have had another drink, I shall be able to manage it. So she takes another hearty drink, and the second fowl is gone away. She eats them both. Now, just as she is finishing the second fowl, guess who shows up? The master. Make haste, Gretel, he says. The guest is coming directly. Oh, very well, master, she answers. It will soon be ready. So the master went to the table to see that it was properly laid, and taking a great carving knife with which he meant to carve the fowls, he is sharpening it with every step. Presently comes a knock on the door, and Gretel answers the front door, and it is the guest. And Gretel went to see this guest, and when she caught sight of him, she puts her finger to her lips, and she says, "Hush, make best haste, you get out of here as fast as you can, for if my master catches you, it will be bad for you. He asked you to come to supper, but he really means to cut off your ears. So just listen how he is sharpening the knife." So the guest hears the noise of the sharpening knife, and he makes off as fast as he can. He runs away, and Gretel runs after her master. "A pretty guest you have asked to the house." "How so, Gretel? What do you mean?" "What indeed?" She says, "Why, he's gone and run away, and taken the pair of fowls with him. I had just dished them up." "That's pretty bad sort of conduct," says the master, "and he is very sorry about the fowls. At least he should have left one for me to eat, that I can have something to fill my belly." And he calls out after the guest to stop, but the guest cannot hear him, and he runs after him, knife still in hand, crying out, "Only one! Only one!" meaning that the guest should let him have one of the fowls and not take both. But the guest thought he meant to have only one of his ears. And so he ran much faster, that he might get home with both of them safe. And that is why Gretel is so cunning. And we should all hope to be as cunning as Gretel. Thank you.
Yeah. What greater than make one seem more trustworthy than tell a cunning story?
Yeah, story about how we should lie to people.
Does anybody else have a story they could share? Perhaps an adventure of yours that you have had. This killing of this Dark Lord. Perhaps you can
I
describe.
don't know this story.
Oh yes, only Grutz. So it was by a long time ago when Grutz first entered into the White Rose. We were in the city of Vrobsika.
He's starting to pass out some of the soup to all of you.
We were around the city
Very
of
good.
Vrobsika, a city of werewolves where people were condemned
Oh.
to a sad fate.
Oh,
These werewolves were cursed to forever feel the hunger and be unable to grow anything themselves.
Hmm.
And thus they feasted upon the people of the land.
oh.
Yes.
Like some bad-
As do vile werewolves do. Yes,
As
continue.
I came into the fray, a great hero was slain, otherwise known as
Edward.
Chadwick the Great. His body was hanged up like in a cross in the city square, with his head beheaded.
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
For he died trying to kill the evil Dark Lord, Gregor. But Baal was short of it, because even though he chopped off the head of his, he yet lived.
Oh,
Yes. And so it was up to the rest of the White Rose, me, Randolph the Pale, W and N, and Jiminy Carlyle, to hunt down the foul beast. Because to bring back the Dark Lord once we had him, the wolves took him into a very deep and dark cave, far underground from any human sight. And thus we traveled upon the road through the Great Lake, and there we stood upon the cave. And we were smart, so instead of just going in, we sealed off the cave on that
Oh,
side. To
very
prevent
smart.
the Dark Lord from escaping.
ah, you have him trapped.
Yes.
Oh, this is good.
And so we descended upon the cave.
Yes?
There we found, upon an altar, the Dark Lord laying, with none of his attendees there to protect him. However, as we came up upon him, expecting easy prey, the great Gregor the Great woke up and attacked us.
Oh, my.
Yes, it was a great battle where
Yes.
many of our allies fell down. Some even
I was
became
turning into a
possessed
wolf.
and turned into a wolf himself, such
Yes.
as Ed. And so not only did we have to fight Gregor, but even our own companions.
Your own
turned
companion turned into a werewolf.
Yes.
Which one?
Ed.
That big one.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Jiminy helped take me down.
Jiminy.
The little one?
Yes. Jimmy stayed to fight.
Jimmy's gonna start flexing.
Jimmy stayed to fight off End with W, while Grutz, me,
Wow.
and Randolph the Pale chased after the Dark Lord, who after much fighting was very weak.
Why are you called the Pale?
Take
Oh,
one hard
everyone-
good look at him.
One good look.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna
You get 3 guesses now. Why is he called the
I'm
Pale?
sorry to have interrupted.
No, it's fine. And so the Dark Lord, very weakened, began to run away. And Grutz and Randolph chased him down. And as Randolph hit him with his stick, Grutz grappled him over and over again, wrestling him, punching him as he clawed back.
Whoa.
Both sides were dealt with a great many wounds. But as Gregor the Great had a secret exit that none of us knew about, and he was just about to escape, something incredible happened. My character's gonna go like, la 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 la, don't need a topping that up, I don't want to remember it.
What happened?
And other beasts arrived on the scene.
What beast?
A werewolf, much like Gregor.
A hell beast.
A werewolf came to fight a werewolf?
Undead.
Ghost werewolf.
A hell beast.
Ooh.
Half of its face melted. It was a skelly face.
Ooh.
Blind.
Ooh.
Came in and bit the Dark Lord in the neck. And as I was wrestling the Dark Lord, it took a hit to the Dark Lord. And we both managed to kill
What
it
was its
together.
name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Yes.
Lizzie.
It was a previous companion. as you
Oh, Lizzie.
see. Yes.
Oh,
It was a
interesting.
previous companion who, upon the beginning of adventures, I learned.
It was a rose?
Yes. She came back from the dead
Blue Rose.
and didn't blow.
She was with the blue rose?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
And so,
No wonder you were interested in them.
Grutz and Lizzie together, we defeated the Dark Lord and killed him. What the fuck I was there too? He hit with the stick. That's all he did.
You hit it with the stick?
Yeah, he kept hitting
That
it.
stick you have in your hand?
Yeah. Grutz punched it. Grutz
Don't
kept
hit me
punching
with
it.
that stick.
All Grutz did was
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you shared that with other people?
Not really. No.
That's a great story.
The blue rose.
However, the undead wolf swore revenge upon one of our own. That is something most here don't know.
Which one?
That's a secret.
Tell me. I must know.
I'm gonna whisper it and I'm gonna put it
And Arrigal's gonna point at you. He's whispering to you. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
That
can't
was
wait
the
to
day-
hear the end of the story. Oh,
That was the day
I'm not letting
Grutz-
go of this. I'm gonna pull out the wolf thing. I'm not letting go of that.
wow.
That's
That
the
is
day
fantastic
Grutz,
story.
Randolph,
For it is
and
true.
Lizzie- Yes.
I have a true story for you.
Another story. This is fantastic. Yes.
So this is on one of my first adventures with this group.
My
Okay.
character's gonna walk out.
Ah.
I already know where
Don't forget to magic lock the door behind you.
And we were like being attacked by this armor and stuff, like these suits of armor that came
Yes.
to life. I was trying to
Came to
escape.
life?
Yes, I was trying to escape,
Yes.
but the door was closed in front of me and locked magically.
You were locked in a door?
Yes, locked inside a room.
A room?
Yes.
With the armor?
Yes.
What did you do?
To survive, I turned into a cockroach and crawled
Ah.
inside the empty armor, and the armor destroyed each other.
That is very clever.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a very clever story.
But
Yes.
I was
Oh,
very bitter
but
for
truthful.
a long time
Yes,
Not
after
Strahd,
that.
nobody knows how
Yeah,
that door
you
closed.
That was
you're gonna see in the
To this day,
background.
we have no
You're
idea
gonna
how it
put-
closed.
you're
Who
gonna see
closed
in
it
the
or why it
background. My
stayed
character has his
closed.
fingers in the air going la 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 la.
Obviously,
Yes.
your friend here doesn't know about that
That
story.
He's just a dick.
That
So
was,
dick.
that
Oh,
was the
no.
night we defeated the evil blade heaven.
Yeah, we blew the house down. It was awesome.
They were not.
You,
I mean,
you.
I like him now, but I did not like him after
We burned
that.
down another building.
Yes,
Well, we
they
destroyed-
set it on fire
we
too.
destroyed-
You have a lot of stories. No wonder you are
Most
here.
of them ended fire, like that tower.
Yeah, a lot of things burned.
Yeah,
Pretty much everything.
Not Gregor.
Now I understand. He says, I understand why Madam Eva wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, we're the best of the best.
You have.
Elites.
I must admit, when I came upon you, I was not terribly impressed.
We have just enough crazy in us.
Sometimes the strongest ones are the ones that are crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah,
knows
Grutz is
how
pretty
they
crazy.
are.
Sometimes
Ah.
you just judge the book by its cover.
Yes.
Got burned.
Yes, I agree. That is very interesting. Very
You
interesting.
thought this was Cat in the Hat, but really it's
Does anybody else have a story?
Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Anything you can talk about yourselves to share? You don't have to go into it too deeply. It's up to you, but is there anything else you all wish to
Oh, I'm gonna tell him about Delgado.
Okay, you can tell him about Delgado. Okay.
Yeah. Lives in the bog, you know.
sworn enemy number
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Hunted by all, killed by none but me. You know, obviously.
He says, you know, we have bogs here in Barovia, and they are supposed to be haunted.
Oh yeah.
Your Delgado may be there.
Oh yeah. Of course he is.
There are rumors of witches
Don't worry.
in the bogs.
I killed him.
Is Delgado witches?
No. Delgado's a shapeless being from the Neververse.
Hmm.
Don't worry
But
about
if
it.
he were to take shape, he might be there.
Maybe.
I suggest you may want to look into the bogs to find your Delgado.
That's true. Except, you know, last time I killed him because he's every time you kill him, he goes to sleep for 10 years and he's got about 4 more years. So don't worry about it.
Maybe he goes to Barovia for 10
Different
years
time.
and comes
Different
back to
timeline.
you.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Anything else? Anybody?
I'm gonna tell them about the great, sneak that we did in the Wizard's Tower to find the Sun Sword that we,
I remember that.
that
That's
we
fun.
destroyed the whole tower.
Evan's tower. It's not in this tower. Yeah, isn't it? Oban's.
Soban's tower.
You know, there are many folk tales here in Barovia. The Vistani have folk tales. The Barovians have folk tales. One of their folk tales is that when some of their people die, let's say they die from infamous means, they say that their souls are lost. They do not go anywhere. They go into what we call the black bottle. They call it, this is a Barovian, and the souls stay there and they cannot get out. They wait for another body to die, and then they will come back into that body. But they are now being prevented from that by a group of 6 large skeletons called the Soul Reavers. These Soul Reavers,
I think she just jumped off.
she jumped and she probably hurt herself. You okay, Maple? You have a sick dog. She has a little bit of sickness. She okay? I think it's just surprised her.
She didn't make any more noise, so I guess we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's been having trouble.
Poor baby. So let me get back to, he's talking to you about the souls and such. He says, supposedly nights like this, with large, lots of rain and lightning, is the soul reavers walking among the land, for they know and feel souls, and they know and feel death. They follow death, and they follow those with souls, because when death comes, they are there to scoop up the souls. And that is why more and more people, they say, this is the Barovians say, are being born, but there is no soul in those that are being born. No soul. They are soulless.
How do you know they have no soul?
Because they show no emotions.
Oh, really?
That is one of their folk tales. I have traveled these lands, like I said, 42 years. I must admit, I've been in rain and thunder as bad as this, but not quite as bad. I see no big, large skeletons, do you? Supposedly they are giants, 20 feet tall, 25 feet tall.
I've not seen any.
And there are 6 of them. They encompass all of capabilities of man. Arcane, fighter, hunter, thief, singer.
Oh,
Yes, all of
hopefully
us.
I'll find them.
For we have ancient peoples here, druidic people. He looks at you and he says, perhaps some of your family from Barovia.
Oh, my family.
Do you know where your family is from?
Well, I would think from the desert, but like, you know, they
They
like
had to get to
travel.
the desert.
They like to travel around. You know, they,
Well, he says, so you're talking, you guys have been sharing these stories.
I
You
have a
guys,
story for you.
okay, go ahead.
So let me tell you about the time we opened a very entertaining establishment. What was that city called, guys?
I forgot even.
Well, one time when we were in a city, we were at a bar, and we needed to make some money, and we had a brilliant idea. Now we can make money by wearing less clothes.
Hmm.
And so I played wonderful music.
Philpot.
And yes, in Philpot.
Philpot.
Philpot, where there's lots of people called
Nice
Philpot.
journal. Good.
Yes. And they all danced while I played, and boy did the people love it.
Yeah, Grutz had.
You should have seen the money they threw. You should have seen the things that were shaking and flailing around.
Oh dear.
Yes. We
No.
were thinking of bringing it to the rest of Barovia to bring joy to the land.
That might be tough here.
Might give those soulless people something to...
Barovians are rather dour.
Well,
Rather.
that's because they don't have shows like this yet.
You
People
might
in
think of it.
Philpot weren't dour anymore.
You can give it a try.
Give us an hour, you won't be dour.
Well, a good place to try this is Vallaki. Vallaki is.
Maybe we'll give it a shot.
Have you been to Vallaki?
No.
So he's going to take a stick and he's going to start drawing on the ground.
I'm gonna pick out a pen and pencil and I'm gonna start like drawing and like.
Well, I'm going to do
well,
one
like
better.
Little feather pens.
I'm going to do one better.
He's gonna get it.
And basically, what he draws.
Yeah, it could be like the why we have paper. Because my character's like drawing.
So he's just using a stick. And he says, "Do you know where you're going in Vallaki?"
No.
Not exactly.
There's only 4
He's
maps.
just been told to go there.
So some of you guys can share. You guys know each other very well, right? Now I
I've never
have,
seen this chick in my entire life, dude. I don't know what the fuck. Who are even you, man? Where am I?
so I have whited out some stuff because it's not relevant at this time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you may
sure.
go there. You may not.
Secret underground passage.
If it was that big a deal, I would.
Or dead body
I
down
saw
here.
something.
So he's drawn. He says, Vallaki is like a triangle,
Oh yeah.
very much like a triangle. He
Kind of
says,
looks like a mountain.
from this road you will come in on the western side. And he writes down, it is known as the
Warning gates.
the morning gate. That is because on the east side you will come in, and that is
The sun rises.
the sun rises. Yes. He says at the top of the triangle is another gate. That is the Zarovich gate, because above Vallaki is Lake Zarovich. And then to the west, the far west, is the sunset, where the sun goes down.
Where the sun sets.
The sun goes down. He says, may I suggest that as you go through the gate, the morning gate, you will see the stockyards to your left there, that section. And just keep going on the main road. You will go through the town square. And then once you go past the town square on the right is the Blue Water Inn. This is a place you can stay. There are 2 places to stay. There is the Blue Water Inn and there's the Blackwater. The Blackwater Inn, kind of scruffy area of town. Not the necessarily recommended. And then I have also marked down here towards the bottom left the Burgermeister's house. You may want to go talk to the Burgermeister since you are so, such an interesting group. He will want to know of the roads here in Irena's, who's been sitting sort of quietly, she kind of looks at you all and she's like, kind of nodding at you. She says, just past the Burgermeister's also is a church, St. Andrew's Church.
Oh really?
Very well respected church.
Sure you've heard of that.
Morning. They only worship the morning.
That was my first cleric character, was the morning lord.
Yeah. He says, I will conveniently down at the bottom show you there is my camp, my Vistani camp. Down at the bottom left. Now all along this area is lots of houses, of course, lots of businesses. You will find Vallaki to be the liveliest city in Barovia.
Excellent. We could use some liveliness.
Is your food
There is food. The Blackwater Inn, the Blue Water Inn is probably the
like
best.
meat and bread?
Yes.
Meat.
Wolf meat. Yes, wolf meat.
We've had lots of wolf meat.
That's mostly what we have here.
Any cake?
Any cake.
I believe there is a bakery
Might be
in
cake
the
at
town.
the break.
Oh, fuck. Let's go. Let's get there.
I believe they make
Fuck
pies
this hole.
and
Is there
fan
an
pies.
armory there? Or like where
That's
they
a good
sell
question.
I believe there is a blacksmith in town.
Okay.
But I do not know because Vistani are not allowed. We are frowned upon. We cannot go in there. They are what you would call bigoted. They do not like this stuff.
What do you do?
Just like you all.
Do you like go around?
No, we just don't like the asshole ones.
This understand. I don't like the asshole ones either.
Yeah.
Just like I don't like the asshole roses.
Yeah, the blue rose.
You guys like the blue rose.
Me?
Fuck the
Maybe.
blue rose. Fuck the blue rose.
Yeah, maybe fuck the blue rose. Yes. So this basic map, I don't know all of everything, but I suggest
Well, thank you.
go to the inn and talk to the Burgermeister. The Burgermeister,
What do we
don't remember his name.
What do you come with us to show us around?
Oh, I can't go in. No, that's okay.
We can call you.
I do not want to go in there. I do not want to go in there. He says, very soon the rain will, I think, is going to continue. You may want to try to sleep. Before we do, I would like to entertain a toast. It's called Viva Leon. We Vistani often end our nights and our storytelling with this toast. So he raises the, well, all you have is the soup. And he says, so this is to our health. Are you aware of Vive Leon? Cheers to the lion. Are you aware of the lion?
No.
I'm aware of the dragon, but not the lion.
I worship goats.
Ah, goats?
Yes.
You may find some goats here in Barovia.
Whoa.
But let me tell you about the lion. The lion was a Vistani. In fact, centuries ago, he was. He is related to the Vada clan. That is Madame Eva's clan. Centuries ago, a Vistani named Silva de Sinlia of the Ser clan. She was the secret lover of a king and gave birth to the king's bastard son, Leo. The king loved Leo, and he became a minor noble, making his mother and all of Vistani proud of him. Now, Leo fell in love with the daughter of a wealthy merchant in Valaki, Lavinia Wachter. For some time, they seemed happy. There was even talk of a wedding, and then one day, Leo disappears. He's gone.
Is that why the town has hatred towards Vistani?
Well, he was when he disappeared, and I thought.
Well, I know, but she's a wealthy person. Like, she's pretty nasty rumors about Vistani.
Well, I don't know. I do not know. They, some believe it was a hunting accident. Okay? The truth is probably far more sinister, like you are inferring. There were those jealous of Leo. He's a Vistani with royal blood. We feared something may have happened to him. Omens have foreseen it. Leo's half-brother, Prince. Leo's half-brother is Prince Strahd. She okay? Prince Strahd felt sorry for Lavinia. She became a minor noble in his Ravenloft court. He made her a noble because he felt bad Leo was gone.
Was Leo known for using any specific weapon?
No, he was just a good fighter. He's definitely a good. He's dead. Strahd has been with us for many centuries, 5-6 centuries. No one knows what happened to Leo. Leo's blood runs through all Vistani in the Ser clan. And one day we will learn what happened to Leo and curse those who had a hand in his demise. He is a very important figure to Vistani, especially the Ser camp. All right, here's to Leon. Cheers to the lion. Another story. Yeah. All right. He says, it's probably going to be very difficult, but you can try to get some rest. He says, I am going to stay awake.
How long can I be able to do
Nobody doesn't go to sleep, right?
Several hours.
Stay awake and
Okay,
walk.
so can I count that as a short rest then?
You can count that as part of your rest, yeah.
Yeah, short rest is only
Rest
an
is
hour.
going to sleep. So since I have a third level spell slot again, I tower.
Oh, after
Okay.
the tower?
Yeah.
That's wise.
Nothing goes wrong.
Okay. So as you're doing this, Arrigal is watching you, and he's quite surprised. You're going to build this tower right in the middle of this sort of this open area, right? Okay. So obviously you're going to take
God.
Yeah, he's looking at. He's like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
You are able to do this. Why you wait so long? We're dripping wet. We are dying. Children, little children. We're eating out of little piss pots.
His
I
energy.
didn't have the energy.
What the heck?
Grutz is gonna run to the cart and grab both the kids and
Oh.
the charm and run inside.
Okay. All right.
Takes a lot of focus.
So are you guys all going to go inside?
Yes.
So Irina's going to look at Randolph, and she says,
Yeah, Grutz already grabbed them.
she's going to say,
Take her to the sauna.
invite Arrigal in.
All right, you want to come in? If we had a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
It would be my pleasure
there's like
to be allowed to
there's like a
come in.
spot.
Huh?
There's baths.
There's like a bath. You can take a bath. All right.
No, I am fine. I have been wetted by the rain.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to go inside.
Yeah.
So you were able to conjure that up.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we break for our break here, I'm just going to ask, how long do you guys want to sleep?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, and we're going to rest 8 hours.
Yeah.
As you are resting, you notice you notice that the rain is still, you can still hear, you can tell it's like still raining heavily outside. So everybody, first of all, I want you to you gain back all of your hit points. You should gain back all of your spells, those of you that have spells. And then you should also all of you, because of our last encounter, I'm going to give you one token for advantage. I'm going to give you each an advantage to be used. Remember, you can't stack advantages.
Grutz used it.
So
Token
because of the way you guys play, which is very good, you stack them up.
You can't just say, "Oh, I use 2 advantages. I get that."
Yeah.
Because that's the 3 rolls.
Is that different from inspiration?
Yes.
It's the first time I've heard.
Well, it's inspiration, but I'm giving you inspiration, but it's an advantage. I'm giving you inspiration. It is inspiration.
Yeah, it's the same.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's same thing. Same thing.
No, it's a little bit different because inspiration lets you add like a d6. It's
No. He's talking about inspiration. You're thinking bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Inspiration dies.
It is inspiration.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's basically
Yeah.
gives you an advantage.
Okay.
I usually inspiration.
Very nice.
Okay, so I believe we're going to take a break for 10 minutes or so. And we have, I believe, happy birthday. Yes, we're celebrating some birthday. And it's not just one birthday, it's 2.
Yeah.
Two for the price of
2
one.
for the price of 1. Yeah. Double mint gum.
Yeah, double mint.
All right, so we'll be back after we have 2 pieces of cake each, and we'll all enjoy ourselves. Okay, so put us on pause. Okay.
Double the intake. Yeah,
Yes, no, that means it's paused.
Richard,
Press it.
Did it pause the whole time?
Should not be beeping, it should be on
See
solid.
if we have any sound.
we had sound when I looked at it.
Are you saying that you guys weren't on?
Well, when I went to turn it off for the break, it was
That could be bad news.
yeah, it could be bad news. Huh.
How long have we been doing this now, Richard? 2
Okay,
years?
hold on. Hi. That's fine.
Yeah, because it's on.
Now
The
it's
cameras
different.
pick up the sound too.
Oh, do they?
No, the sound on the cameras is down, all the way down.
Oh, is it?
I turned it all the way down.
Well, I always look at the bars, and they're always up
Okay,
there.
go up.
Okay, we're back. We're back. I didn't know we were back. All right, now we had a nice break. We have some birthday cake. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to the gentleman on the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, all of
Delicious
20.
birthday cake.
25, huh?
Yeah.
Quarter of a century
Frosting
old.
was
Already old,
fantastic.
yeah.
You're quarter to 100.
I'm a quarter to
And who was the
Time for your
first?
Time for your first
Who was
midlife
first
crisis.
my sister.
That's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
changing your
Well,
age.
She's not here.
last
Well,
name.
I'm the first.
First of the 2.
Yeah.
So you're the little one.
Yeah, I'm half of the way to my midlife crisis.
Half the way.
Yeah, half the way.
It'll happen.
That's
Believe
how
me.
you measure his age.
No.
You're allowed to have a quarter life crisis.
Yeah,
You can quarter. You can do it quarterly.
Is
You
it
have-
like
you
Go
have
buy
my
another
son.
car.
It can happen anytime.
Is Is a midlife crisis?
No,
after
that's
40?
usually like your 50s.
Well,
It could be
midlife.
sooner.
So it'd be
Well, it
40,
could be
50. Depends how
sooner,
long
too.
you live, you know.
Yeah,
Could be
I mean,
sooner,
you could
too.
only live to 80, so there you go.
Okay, so you
Cut
guys
off a
have
little early, but hey, you
spent
get
the
to
night
people
in
who
your castle. I
Castle.
believe you can only do that once a day,
tower.
right?
Yes.
So you have done it for the night.
Yeah.
All right. So you wake up and Arrigal is still there.
Oh wow.
He's sitting up,
Shocking.
and he's been awake for some time. He's talking to Irina, who's also up. She's having a small conversation.
How's Myrtle doing?
That's a good question. Myrtle is, she's she's
I'm
calm.
gonna go check on her.
She's been sleeping with her cat, and she seems to be stable.
Oh, that is
Right.
good.
She's not gonna want to leave without the
Is
cat.
she waking up or no?
Yeah, she's
I was
awake.
gonna
She's
suggest
okay.
this. I'm
I'm gonna
assuming she
say
hasn't
hello.
had like a bath before. Maybe she wants
Okay.
to like get clean or like with her hair. Maybe Diurd can take her.
Grutz
Go
can
take a
the
bath with your cat.
Grutz can take the boy to the showers. Boy, are
Okay.
you cleaning yourself?
So let's
properly?
first start with Myrtle, and because with Diurd. Are you going to do that? Are you going to change out of being a cat? Are you going to come back to being Diurd? That's a question for you. So yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to take Myrtle in and you're going to show her how to bathe?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have soaps and things like that? You have everything, the finest perfumes
Yeah, I mean,
and
the
all
tower
that stuff?
provides.
The
It's a
tower
Turkish
provides,
tower.
It
Provides
just
it.
doesn't remain after. So
Okay.
everything so if you're like in a bath towel,
So-
it'll fucking disappear.
So she talks to you the whole time. First, so when you first try to get her in, she won't get into the tub. So she makes you get into it first.
Okay, watch.
So when you get into the tub,
Yes.
the water turns really brown. Very dirty water. But she doesn't notice. So there's some bubbles in there. You splashed up some bubbles. Even though you're really mostly got sand between your toes.
What happens to the bird
So she-
in your hair? When you
Well, she doesn't go under all the way.
They just,
So
you
she's
know,
kept her
transform.
hair sort of like that. So Myrtle gets in with you. She first is very leery of it, but she gets in, and the warm water sort of makes her comfortable,
Yes.
and it makes her feel better. Is
You
there
can feel
anything?
your toes again, can't you?
Is there
Myrtle?
anything? Yeah. Is that what you're asking her about her
Yeah, you
feet?
feel your toes
So she
again.
wiggles her toes at you.
Yeah,
She's-
look, I wiggle them back.
So okay. So as you're wiggling your toes back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're both wiggling toes.
Can I turn my feet into duck feet?
I think that might be a little tough. You would have to turn yourself into the duck.
Partial transformation.
I can do a partial transfer.
Can you do
I
partial?
Oh, I don't think.
I don't think so. So as you're in there, there's a knock on the door, and Irina comes in, and she sees you both in there. So she
Did you like
sits.
girls' night?
Yeah, it's girls' day. So she brushes. See, she's brought a brush and a comb. So she brushes Myrtle's hair, and she runs the brush and brush through her hair. And as she's doing that, she looks at you, Diurd, and she says,
Don't brush my hair.
"She says,
It burns.
when's the last time you had your hair brushed?"
Never.
She says, "Well, Myrtle's only 5 years old, and we're doing it to Myrtle. So let's show her that how much you appreciate my allowing her to brush her hair." So she comes over to you and she takes the nest out of your hair,
Goodness. Okay.
and she takes it. She says, "Now just do your best to just grit your teeth."
What about the bird poop? It's all solidified in
Well,
there.
let's get rid of that. That might be part of your problem with the boys. So then she starts taking. So she puts the brush in your hair, and she is pulling it. And you can feel it's pulling heavily on it. It can hardly
It's
go
like
through.
a hardened conditioner.
So she says, "Myrtle, help me to put some water into Diurd's hair." So Myrtle stands up and she's putting water on your head, and she's laughing and she's giggling. And
Just
they're putting all this water all over it. And then Myrtle
I want to
takes.
listen by the door.
You can listen, and then Myrtle takes some of the soaps
That's perfect.
and she
Well,
puts the
boys
soap.
next.
She puts some of the bubbles on your
Sounds
head,
interesting.
and eventually Irina's able to kind of drag through
Oh.
your hair this brush. And as
She's
it's happening,
out of my head.
you're suddenly seeing your hair for the first time, you have never seen your hair.
Whoa.
And it's getting longer and longer. It's actually
Whoa.
brushing out.
It's
And
going
your
past
hair-
me.
Yeah, your hair actually goes.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, your hair is actually really long.
Whoa.
And as she
That's
moves
my
this
belly.
through, so it's getting you cleaned up. And she's kind of rubbing your scalp. It feels good. You like it.
Well, it's back to like its natural color. It's mostly
Well,
light
she's giving you back your natural, your real, sort of your real, and all the poop is gone out of it. And Myrtle's like getting up and she's giggling and she's now running the comb a little. Comb gets stuck too much. Can't get the comb through. Can't get the comb through.
One day.
So Irina says to you, "Dear, have you ever had a bath?"
I lick myself.
Oh, okay. She says, "Dear, you might want to take a bath every once in a while. The men's like it. They prefer it. They like that. You never know. You might actually find something better than a goat.
Wait, are you saying
A man. You might find a man.
A satyr, of
It
course.
would be much better than a goat. Yeah, even maybe half man, half goat. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's good for you. Okay. All right. So, the ladies come out.
Hey, that's weird because Irina likes Jiminy. He has stated many times that he is the most disgusting creature on earth.
It's true.
And she's like, hey, you should rinse yourself so you can get
Yeah.
it.
So the ladies file out of the bathroom,
Wow.
and you're going to take Reed into the
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah. Boys,
She's
please.
going into, the boys are going in.
So Reed is going in
The
with
boy's
you,
back.
and does the water just drain and it gets clear?
Yeah.
So the water, as you come in, you can see the water. It's like brown. It's like kind of disgusting. It's almost like somebody mopped, and they put the mop in the water,
Who died?
and you can see like floating white particles of long, crappy stuff. And you notice sitting next to it, next to the bathtub, a bird's nest.
We shouldn't touch the bird's nest.
Ross is gonna try and drain the.
Don't touch my bird.
So
They're like a plug.
So the train goes down, the water goes down, and you can see most of the bird poop is getting stuck in the drain. So the water sort of fills back up, and then it goes back out, and automatically does this, and
The garbage disposal turns
poop is
off.
gone. So then it fills back up, and it's full of steaming water.
Ross is gonna fall in the
And there's little bottles all over the place of perfume. You can see most of the perfumes have been used.
I'm gonna say, boy, get in there, clean yourself. Everyone,
Doug-
come on.
Doug-
She's gonna throw him in.
No, Toby's gonna help him in.
I'm gonna help him. I didn't throw. I'm gonna
Okay.
put him in. Yeah.
So he's so young. They're young kids. They don't care. They know.
I'm gonna go naked and go to the sun. My beard is gonna grab the shampoo and it's gonna start scrubbing the boys'
Jimmy's
hair.
just gonna use this time
so-
to streak. He's just running around. He's just gonna run around the bathroom naked.
So you're in the bathroom with them running around.
Yeah,
and they're
he'll
all in
slip
the
on
tub.
occasion.
So who's in the tub? You
I'll
and
go to the
Reed?
bath. I gotta relax my
W
at
is
the end.
Man, this is a big tub. Huh?
And
I'm
taking
on
a
the
sauna.
So
I'm
as
imagining it's like a
okay.
big Japanese
So as
sauna.
W gets into the tub, he accidentally hits Grutz in the. You're not sure if it's the leg or not.
Oh, excuse me, Grutz.
Okay.
Okay. And Reek is in the middle. He's kind of like
Grutz'
he's
beard
not
is
quite
gonna
sure.
help.
Jimmy's gonna
Shampoo.
start splashing.
He's in there with his armor.
So Grutz's beard is like standing up like this. It's kind of afraid of the water.
It's like a little octopus
Right.
coming
It's
out
kind
of
of
the
like going up. You gonna put your face in?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he goes under.
My beard's gonna help me tame
And
myself.
Reek is laughing. He's holding your head down. He's pushing your head down.
I'm gonna get your head up.
Your kid knows well.
He doesn't know.
Make your beard pop out of the water like the
So
Loch
you're
Ness
all
Monster.
doubled over on yourself.
Okay, so my beard is gonna be like the Loch Ness Monster and it's gonna start growing around the
Oh, he's nesty.
All right. So it's growing.
Yeah, my beard's gonna wrap around the kid. And it's
His
gonna
hands?
start, yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna start cleaning his hair.
Okay.
My beard.
All right. There's some brushes and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
And Irina left her brush and her comb. If you
How long
want to
can you
use
do
that.
those?
And there's a bird's nest. The bird's nest is getting kind of wet. Getting a
The
little
birds
wet.
and
So the birds are
the
birds are
birds
getting
are like, oh,
the little birds are peeping in there.
They're probably like, thank God we never left that nest in like 20 years.
So you're in the sauna?
Yeah.
There's a sauna.
Yes.
So you come out of the sauna all naked and pale and sweaty?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Out you come. All right. So in the other room is just the women and Arrigal.
Don't forget to brush your gold teeth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta
You
suck
gotta
up.
put rust off
Gotta,
on there.
yeah, I guess so. Like a gold cleaner. Okay.
Put some WD-40.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All
That's how you
right.
floss.
So, so who gets out of the bathtub first?
I'll get out.
Okay.
Well, technically Jiminy because he never went in. He just ran around and naked.
Okay. So you're gonna come out, and
He
as you
splashed Grutz a little bit, I
As you
guess.
come out, you see Irina has like taken Diurd's hair and she's put it back in like to a nice little ponytail, and you don't even recognize Diurd. She doesn't even look like. You're like, who the hell is this? You know.
Look who
great.
you like I've
Yeah.
got dirt on me.
And she's got a towel on, but you can tell she's kind of got a figure even. So the first time you've actually ever seen that Diurd actually looked like a woman.
Oh,
You weren't-
I've seen Diurd's butt before.
You have seen Diurd's butt before?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because we were naked.
But
that one
I'm
time.
talking about Jimmy. I'm talking about Jimmy. So as Epion, as you come out, Irina's in the towel and she signals to you.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
And she says, "Bring your rapier."
Oh.
They're gonna cut the hair.
Heck yeah.
So she's gonna go out the door. Yeah, you.
Me.
And
Okay,
you're in
sure.
your towel, and she goes outside. You go
So I'll have my
outside.
little towel. Yeah,
She's
sure.
got her sword,
Yeah. Okay.
and she says, "Show me some things. Show me how to fight."
I'll show you how to fight naked. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
gladly.
Yeah. It's up to you.
First off, drop your sword. No.
She's got her towel on. She says to you, "You must keep your towel on.
Must keep my towel on.
Show me some moves.
Okay,
You must keep your towel on."
I'm gonna throw the towel at her and then put my sword to her neck.
Roll a
blind
20.
her. You're gonna blind her with the towel.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
You have to beat a 13.
a 13 on what?
Well, if you're going to try to throw your towel at her and put your
what is
sword,
the check?
she's trying to show. She rolled a 13.
You
We're
know,
just-
what
You guys just have to
You're
do
just
each
parody.
other. It's a roll off.
Yeah, it's just a roll.
It's a roll up.
Okay, just need to know
Yeah.
components.
There's no bonus.
No.
It's just a roll off.
I got a 1. Oh wait, I can't get once because of
Okay.
because of the
Yeah,
deck
so
of
you reroll.
many things thing.
So do you re-roll?
Yep. I got a 2.
Oh my god.
So she immediately flips your rapier and it's out of your hands.
Oh!
And it goes down to the ground and she's laughing. And she says, "Keep the towel on. Try one more. Show me. I'm not here to be the better one. You have to show me
Oh,
to fight
okay.
better."
Well, I needed to test you.
Okay, beat a 16. Oh, boy.
Beat a 16. It just
So
just
she
a normal
thrusts
roll
at
again?
you.
Okay.
She's coming at you aggressively with her sword.
What did I get this time? I got a 9.
Okay, well, that's better. So you kind of push it aside,
Okay.
but she's still able to kind of move your sword again, the rapier, because you're thinking maybe because it's thinner, it's a little bit smaller. She's got a bigger sword.
Maybe.
So she's able to kind of
impressive.
go at you, and she doesn't stick you or anything.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now you need to show me.
Show you. Okay. What do you want to learn?
Shit, there's another
You're trying to teach
16.
her feet.
Show me a move. Show me a move.
A move.
A
Okay.
very big move. Big good one.
A
Good
big
one.
move. Okay. I mean, I'm just rolling without any bonuses. I don't know what.
9 2.
Okay. You're doing better than I am. An 8.
Okay. All right. So she stands. So she takes a parry.
I'm not used to fighting in a town.
Yeah. Okay. So she says.
I'm too relaxed.
So she says, "Okay, maybe after a bath is not so good." She says, "But perhaps, W showed me some moves too. So
Oh, so
perhaps I am gaining more confidence as I
maybe
go."
you're doing pretty
Could be
good.
good.
You're
One
doing pretty
last.
Good.
I'd like to see you.
Again. Okay.
Okay, this is a 12.
Sure, why not? Let's try it again.
Jesus, I'm rolling high. Come on.
What did I get this time? Oh, I got 19 this
Okay.
time. There we go.
So this time you're able to take her sword and you're able to push it aside.
Whoa.
This time, and you're able to sort of stab at. And what did you roll? A what?
19.
So you actually go into the towel.
Oh.
And you go very close to like stabbing her.
Can I
You
pull it off?
rip a little bit of the towel. No, you're not going to do that to her. I mean,
I'm
you're
disrespectful. That's not even your towel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not even her towel.
So you're just showing how skillful you
Oh
are.
yeah,
with
so I
the
can get
rapier.
close. I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're showing her, hey, so you basically explain to her, don't get overconfident just because you bested me 3 times.
Yes.
I can come back and look how closely I can nick to you. So while they're doing
Never
that,
be overconfident.
Arrigal is in
Always
with
gotta be careful.
Diurd and with Myrtle. Yeah, look at you're doing all that, and Arrigal's just like looking around, like he's putting his boots on, he's putting his stuff on, he's kind of looking at you, and he's like, says,
What's the matter? You never
"Who
seen a
are you?
man
I
fighting
don't
the towel?
recognize you. Who are you?
Oh, you.
Where did you come from?
Oh,
Are you the maid?
No, I'm Diurd.
He's fluffing up his
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have boobs. Did not know this before. Wow. Where is your birds?
My birds. I gotta go get
Your desert birds. Where are they?
I gotta be right
So
back.
you're gonna dash by Jiminy. You run into
You're
the
gonna run
room.
into her full
Just
naked
as Grutz is getting out of the thing, he's full naked with the mighty Grutz sword.
Excuse me, Grutz, but
Yeah.
She doesn't even look at you. She's running and grabbing her very wet little nest.
I missed. I know my birds.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so you can come out and you can.
Grutz is gonna ask,
Crown.
boy, are you done washing?
Oh yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's out.
I'm gonna. Okay, so he's out by himself.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So
What's the weather
Breakfast.
like outside? now?
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
breakfast.
So outside, you notice, and I should have changed it. The rain is gone, and it's just basically the sun.
Sunshine and rain.
Oh, I'm gonna
It's
I'm gonna
light.
stretch. I'm gonna get some sun.
It's light. Well, no, there's not a lot of sun,
It's a rain.
but you can tell it's later in the day. So it's not early morning. But there's still fog. There's still a mist. It's not quite afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, it's later in the morning.
You
You guess it's probably about 10, 11 o'clock.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with this new look. My birds are now old enough to fly away.
Oh, that might be a good thing.
Oh,
So who are you telling that to?
Huh?
Who are you telling that to? You just
I'm
saw
telling
it?
it to everybody.
You're telling it to Myrtle?
Going
Everyone?
outside.
Everybody.
So everybody's gonna see that she. You're all looking at her, and you it's
This
like.
is the perfect song to a send off.
So it's almost like she's like that ugly girl in high school
Yeah.
that
The
gets
ugly
turned into
duckling
the sex
turns
bot,
into-
you know.
The ugly duckling.
Yeah, the ugly duckling turns into the swan. She's turned into the
I'm
swan.
gonna make
Awesome.
I'm gonna
She
make
actually
my-
looks like a female.
Yeah.
I
Grutz is gonna play the
secretly
world's
just
smallest violin.
Okay.
fly my birds.
So Arrigal stands and he's putting his stuff on and he says, please, when you are in Valaki, come by to see me if you wish to do business. If you have anything to trade, good luck to you, good health. I wish you good luck and on your whatever it is you're doing. And also I wish you good luck with the blue,
Yes.
the blue rose.
Oh,
And if I should find them, I will tell them that you are here.
Do you
Yeah.
know?
And we're coming for
Do you
them.
know where they went missing?
yeah, that's a good question.
Again, stories are that they came into they were going to Crest. That is somewhat werewolf territory. There's
You know-
supposed to be a werewolf pack there.
Do you know where Crest?
I think it's right after Galaki.
Right.
Crest further west, yeah, much further west.
Yeah.
However, you are much closer to it than you are from Barovia to Valaki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Along the old Svalich road.
Okay.
It says, I am off to Barovia village to do trading.
All right.
It says, I
take
hope to
care.
gain some wine. Hope to gain some wine
Oh, I
before
think
my
we sold
tribe.
some wine there.
Did you? To
Yeah.
who?
The barkeep.
No, I sold it to the mayor of Barovia.
Oh, the mayor of Barovia?
Yeah.
I mean the bird.
Burgermeister?
Yeah, the bird.
Okay, I will check with him and I will tell him. Grass.
Very high quality.
Okay,
I think it was the dragon's wine.
We already sold it. Yeah, the dragon's one.
that is the best that we can buy.
They
Yes.
want to.
All right, thank you very much. He says, good help to you. He says, do not lollygag, even though you have a nice castle here. You do not want to be out in the
Yeah.
Barovian night. That was a harsh night. Thank you for helping me get through it, and I hope you all have good luck.
Me
So
too.
he goes out the door, and outside, Epion, you're outside. You with Irina, you guys can kind of stop, and you see Arrigal, and he bows to you, and he says, "Epion, I appreciate your stories
Oh,
from
you're
last
welcome, you're
night."
welcome.
And he looks at, he
Pleasure.
says, "Madam," and you can see he kind of takes her hand, and you can see she's kind of reluctant, but she still kind of lets him take her hand. Epion, you see this. You can see she's like, she isn't really that thrilled with him. And as he's going away, she turns to you and she says, you can see her, she spits on the ground. Vistani. She says, I do not trust any Vistani.
Seems wise.
You should know. You say they robbed you. I'm surprised your group allows him to come to us.
Oh, there's a reason why W didn't sleep.
We help all. Yeah, there's a reason why W didn't sleep.
Is that right? He was
That's
smart
why-
and stayed awake.
Well, that's what I
Well,
told him
W
to.
just needs
Keeps
to
an eye-
meditate.
You know, keeps his eye on him.
That's what I told him to do.
Says, he's right. As he's riding off, she says, I don't know. There's a reason they do not allow them into Valaki.
Yeah, I'm getting that idea.
Yeah.
All right, so
They're not doing.
she
They're not
goes
making a
inside.
difference.
The story of, hey, lying is the best value to have. You trust me, yes?
Like story about.
All right. So, what is there else that you want to do while you still have your castle?
Anything we
Oh,
have
power.
disappears, so it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
we
What time does it leave?
A day.
Well, you're there for a day. It's there. So, how much longer? What do you want to
You
do?
can dismiss it as a
I think we just dry off and then we get ready.
Yeah, I
to
think
go.
let's
Yeah.
get ready to go.
One thing before he leaves, Arrigal says to he says to all of you inside. He says, "I forgot to do this. This is my fault. On your way, almost before you got to the windmill, because I was looking at the map. Bad me. There was one point when you remember you went off the road, you came back. When you got back on the road, you came to a crossroads. There's a big, huge gate.
Yeah.
There were two big, huge pillars. On top of each of the pillars were large wolf heads, and there was a gate.
Okay.
I don't remember this.
Oh,
he's
it's
saying
probably
he
he's
missed
saying
it.
he missed it. The point.
I missed the point.
So
that out
that's
to you.
probably.
Okay, so you never mentioned
So
it.
Arrigal tells you
Which
that
exactly
is,
like
that is the entrance to Castle Ravenloft.
Oh,
Oh.
It's a good thing you did not take that road. You do not want to go there. My best advice to you is stay away from Strahd. He will only bring you pain and grief and sorrow.
I've been told there's a weapon I should seek in there.
Are you saying that to Arrigal?
Yeah, sure, why not?
What weapon would that be?
I don't know much about it, but it said it was killed Strahd's brother, I believe.
Grutz needs to find
The tarot.
So many
the
folklores. it says
tarot,
for you.
Tarot reading told me about it.
Taroka?
Taroka, thank you. I knew I was saying that wrong.
Do you remember what it specifically
It
says?
mentioned crimson doors,
No, they were amber doors.
amber doors.
But yeah, it mentioned amber doors, and I gotta find the actual.
Amber doors?
Yeah, this is my specific thing though.
I have never been to Castle Ravenloft, but there may be a set of brown doors there. Perhaps it is to his treasury.
I mean, it makes sense. If you're gonna
That sounds like something
very
that...
valuable door if it's amber like that.
It could be gold colored. I don't know where
Did
it
it
is.
say the word amber?
Yes, it did say amber.
If it is made out of amber,
Oh.
the actual stone of amber,
Is this it?
that is rather priceless here.
Yes, it says inviting you to a place of unadulterated power. It seeks to offer you a most desirable tool that has already met the devil and craves more of his blood. Oh, maybe it didn't kill his brother. Maybe it fought Strahd himself.
Sounds like it was used against Strahd.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have
This is the assassin's tool. He says, do yourself.
a heinous symbol of great force.
He says, do yourself a favor. In Valaki, there's a librarian. Go to see him. He
Okay.
may have information on something like
What's
that.
his
Alright.
name?
I will go seek
I
the
do not
library.
know his name.
Is there a library?
There is a library there, yes.
Just making sure.
There's a bookseller.
Oh, okay.
I should not say a library per se. There's a bookseller.
Mm.
Do you know a
I
man
will
named
seek him out.
Calvin?
Calvin. That is folklore. Calvin is folklore from the barbarians.
Yeah.
He is supposed to be a great fighter.
Yes.
Long ago. They hold him in reverence.
Do you know where Mistclad Hill, where tombs of the ancient are?
There are so many hills in Barovia.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But keep asking.
Okay.
Someone will know.
Okay.
I mean, where my camp is hill, but
That's true.
No magic.
Okay.
Just Vistani.
No tombs there.
No tombs.
Okay.
No. Okay, so Arrigal is gone. So my fault. I forgot to specify
That's fine.
that you guys have. So basically, you've moved out of the shadow of Castle Ravenloft. So you go outside.
Maybe
and
Strahd
it
was
is-
crying. Maybe that's why it was raining.
Strahd's like, he didn't come to my birthday party.
Strahd was supposed to come. He took my pheasants.
He's
So-
right.
So what do you do?
We had
Tell
to
me.
Head to Velaki, I said.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
to block it.
All right. So you're just going to leave your castle behind. The roads are still muddy and there's puddles. It's difficult going, but from where you're at, you're able to. It takes you a couple of hours to get back to on the road and get moving fairly well, but there's no instances of anything that happens to you. So eventually, as you're moving along the road, the Swedish road, the trees are abundant around you. It's a thick forest and stuff. But as you come up in the distance, you can see many buildings. It's almost like it's a kind of on a raised hill, and you can see it above. And what you see around it is a large gate. And as you approach, you can see the gate is very tall. It's like 20 feet high, very high, and it is made of all poles. So it's all wooden. With the poles with the tops of it that are pointed, sharp. And the road itself leads up through, and now it's approximately, it's about 4:30 when you come up. So as you come up, there's a gate. The gate is closed. It's a solid wooden gate. As you approach the gate, you can see up above there are figures of people at the top, and they're looking down at you. They're obviously men, and they're holding spears. They've got like spears in their hands, and one of them has like a halberd, which is kind of like a spear, but it's got like
An axe.
axe on the end of it, right? So they're holding these things. There's two men, and they're looking down at you, and they watch you as you're coming up, and you're pulling along on your wagon, and the horses are able to draw the wagon now. But still, now as you're coming up, are you riding your unicorn?
No. I sent my unicorn.
Okay, so you're gonna ride it to a certain length, and then you're gonna
Send it up.
send it away.
Yeah. They're gonna
Okay.
look at that and be like, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna ask if a European swallow can carry a coconut.
Ah, very good. There we go.
Do the coconut horse noise.
So these two figures look at you, and as you approach the gate, as you look at the gates, you can see and the walls of the gate about almost halfway up, and a little further down, you can see a lot of marks, like dig marks into the wood and the gate, and they go up higher, right? They go up like 10 feet. You can see there's like chunks of the wood that are taken out. So one of the men is on top of the gate and he says, "Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Hey there.
oh,
Hi. Okay.
oh, who goes there?"
It's we're a group of travelers. We're here to break bread. And
We heard your bread is very hard. It needs breaking.
Well, it means food.
No, I'm just kidding.
What? What'd you say? That was very confusing. Say it again.
We'd like to come inside.
You want to come inside?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, Swift the bread. The other guy's looking at him.
He likes
Food.
bread. I'm
What the fuck he's
sorry.
talking about? He's nuts.
He likes bread.
He likes
They've been
bread.
outside this gate too long.
He hasn't had bread in days. He's starving.
Yeah, I know.
What's your name?
My name's Epion. How are you?
You're the guy that I want to talk to because you talk just plain.
Oh,
What's
thank
your
you.
name? What's your name? Fancy pants.
Randolph.
Randolph, you be quiet. You're too confusing.
He's known as Randolph the Bread Breaker.
Randolph the Bread Breaker, you be quiet. I don't want to break no bread with you.
But
You guys
if
look
you
at
ever
me.
need your bread
You guys
broken,
just-
he's the man.
He says, "What's bread breaking anyway? What the hell? You
Oh,
can't
it's-
break bread."
It's a custom from his land.
All right. He says, "I'm going to talk to you,
You
Epion.
can't break bread. Of course you can break
You
bread.
don't break bread.
What is your name?
Drop it, it don't break." All right. Epion,
Yes.
how are you guys?
We are a group of adventurers. We'd like access to your town.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Oh, great.
I have a few questions to ask you, though. There's a protocol, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You don't look like you're from around here. Where are you from?
We're from quite a ways away. We're from
Okay, I get it.
realms beyond Barovia, actually.
Oh.
So
They're not from here.
we're a little new here, so excuse us if we don't know the lay of the land too well.
You can hear the other guy say, ask them where they're from. You hear the other guy say, I already asked him, he just says they're from far away. Ask him more specifically. Where specifically are you from, Epion?
Well, we're all from different places. I've been around quite a bit. I can't say where I'm from in one location. I think I was at the College of Eloquence a while ago. And,
Why do you want to come into Vallaki?
well, I'm looking for a bookseller, personally.
Oh, okay. We got one of those.
Yeah, I like to read. And
What's the breadwinner want?
I think he wants some bread. Yeah,
Oh, we have
paper?
a bread person.
Oh, sweet!
The other guy says, now they're starting to make sense. That makes
Excellent.
sense.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try to use my feminine charm now. That I've
Okay.
used.
Who's the broad? Who's the broad?
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, hello.
Oh, this is Diurd.
Diurd.
She's a little backwards sometimes.
She looks okay with me forwards.
Oh, yeah, look, you should see her backwards.
Oh, okay. You're going to show the back?
Yeah.
Says, you come in first. I got some more questions, though, for you.
Yes.
How long you going to be here?
As long as we can.
I don't think we'll be here
Have you-
that long.
Have you? How long?
No, maybe a few days.
Okay. Are you aware of our customs here?
No, we are not. Could you enlighten me?
All right. If you're going to be here for 3 days, you have to be part of the festival.
The festival? Tell
Yes.
me more. I love festivals.
Excellent. We have festivals here every week.
I'm a musician, and a performer.
Oh. He says he's a performer.
I'm a stripper.
She says she's a stripper.
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
All
I
of
guess.
my
What
companions.
the hell's
are-
that?
Oh, well, we
Is
can
that-
show you. It's quite wonderful.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just imagine these clothes not on me.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah. They're
It's
looking at
a
each
great
other.
performance.
Suddenly, I think that's okay to let them in. Now, hold on, we still got to check. Says, okay.
Yes.
Well, we have to test you. You have to
Okay.
be tested.
What's the
Okay.
text?
Are any of you werewolves?
No.
He said they're not. And the other guy says, give him the test. Don't just listen to him. You can see he throws
Can
down
a
the
werewolf
knife.
dance like this? I'm going to dance.
It's confusing me. Werewolves don't dance, do
Grutz
they?
is gonna take out some wolfsbane and starts rubbing it on his body.
What's
You're
that?
such
What's
a
he
dick.
doing?
Wolfsbane!
How does he know?
Oh, how do I know?
I thought that'd be the test.
That's a good test, but we don't do that test.
I'm not wolfsbane is the best test.
That would be a better
I'm
test,
gonna pick up
actually.
the knife.
What's your test?
Pick up the
Yeah,
knife.
I'm gonna go pick up the
Don't
knife.
let him pick up the knife, Epion.
Oh, here, I'll pick up the knife
That's the guy that
instead.
confuses
I'll
me.
pick up the knife
He
instead.
says, all right, take that knife, and I want you to
Every
take it, I
time
want you to dig it into your hand. I
What?
want to see some blood.
What? No, I
Werewolves
like my
bleed?
blood in my body.
Just a little bit.
Werewolves bleed.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Just listen to me and cut.
Now, I'll cut. Oh, is it silver?
Yep.
I'm going to just prick my tongue with it.
Okay, you can prick your tongue with it.
Yeah. Tongue
They're
heals.
looking at you. Is it hurt? Is it
Of
hurt?
course
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you ain't turning, are you?
No.
All right, hand it to the broad that wants to show some
Ow.
blood. Go ahead.
Have you not seen
Dig
wolfsbane
your
in
hand.
your entire life?
Okay, I'm just
No.
gonna just poke a little bit.
Okay, there's a little bit of blood.
Yeah, look
Okay.
at that.
He says, hand it to the big guy that wants to eat flowers.
Grutz is gonna fucking cut his hand.
What's the matter? And one guy, I don't want to run into him in a dark alley. All right, let's try. We'll wait the breadwinner last. How about the old man?
Okay, I'll just slice my hand.
Oh, okay, bleeding. The other guy,
He's gonna slice
the
his
pretty
hand.
boy. I'll be damned, they're all that way. Now they're looking and they're going, what? He's gone, of course.
What's that?
What the hell is he?
I'm gonna feed him wolfsbane.
He's a
He's gonna
pig.
get poison.
But they don't care about the wolfsbane.
We don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll prick him.
You really
You
should.
prick him?
You
I
gotta
like
look.
that. You're
You gotta
pricking him. Okay, you
You
prick
really
him.
should have wolf.
I'm gonna take the knife.
It's a more
and
effective
I'm
test.
gonna cut bread.
You're going to cut bread with it?
Yeah.
What bread do you have?
All right, let him in. He's funny. He's funny. Werewolves
He's
aren't
red.
funny.
He might
We
be
don't
a
know.
werewolf, but he's funny about it.
He says, all right, hold on. We'll be right down. So the door opens. The gate starts to open up. It's rather big. You can hear a blast. And one of the guys that's been talking to us. My name's Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hi,
Pleasure
Come
to meet
on
you.
in. Everybody come on in.
Wait, how do I know you're not a werewolf? You prick yourself.
Oh, I'm inside.
But you
They
can.
wouldn't have let me in.
you can
I'm
be
God.
tricky.
I'm a town god.
What if we got bit inside?
Yeah.
Don't confuse me. Don't
How do
confuse me
you
now.
not know if you're a werewolf if you don't check if you're
Don't confuse me now.
It's important. You
Because
want to be
I-
safe.
Don't confuse me now. He's gonna just close the door.
Okay.
All right. You need any directions? Where are you going?
Yeah,
You're
look at
wondering.
Oh, he says. Oh, by the way, your weapons. You're not supposed to have weapons in the town.
Oh, I want to roll
The
persuasion.
Burgermeister don't like weapons.
Certainly, I could keep
But we're
my
part of the
walking
what?
stick.
But we're part of the.
You can keep your walking stick.
But we're part of the Order of the White Rose.
What's that?
It's an organization by
What's
Van
it?
Richten.
Something that doesn't
Who's
matter.
Talk to your Burgermeister. He'll know.
Who's he? I don't get to talk to the Burgermeister.
He'll
He's too
know.
far up.
He'll allow us to use weapons if he knows who we are.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You gonna roll your persuasion?
Yeah, I'll roll. Oh, I'll do it.
It's okay.
And then I got
What's-
a 19.
Oh, okay.
I get
What,
17.
what'd you get?
17.
He says, what's your reputation?
Reputation.
What's a rose?
We fight monsters.
Dude,
Yeah, we're monster slayers.
really?
We've
We've
killed plenty of
killed
werewolves.
many wolves and werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yeah,
Holy mackerel!
yeah,
You need to go see the Burgermeister.
yeah.
That's what we were planning on.
That's what we're planning
Oh,
on.
okay.
And we need our weapons to make
Also-
sure we can protect anyone nearby.
Okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
very curious. You mentioned festivals.
Yeah.
What are the festivals?
The Festival of the Rising Sun. He says this. He stands up straight. All will be well. Everyone must attend the festival, and everyone must enjoy and be happy. By rights of the Burgermeister. Says you make sure you follow those rules.
What happens at
You
the
must-
festival?
We have lots of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a parade,
Ooh.
and
Can I be
sometimes
part of the parade?
sometimes we eat, and sometimes we burn people. You know, stuff
Oh.
like that. It's a lot of fun.
What kind of people?
Vicious, bad people. You know, waste people
You
that
should
are
look
waste.
for a guy named Zintari. He's very burnable.
Never heard of him. He sounds like Vistani.
He's
Yeah.
entirely flammable.
Bad.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
bad people.
Bad
They're
people.
bad people.
We don't like them in here.
I
None
don't
of
like
you are
them.
that, are you?
No, they
Oh.
stole from us. The bastards.
I mean, you're all wearing wolf clothes. You're not wearing crap from them, are you?
No.
No. All right.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
locally
that's true.
sourced.
That's true. All right. Any place you're going in particular? You want to go to the bookseller?
Yes, I'd love to. find
Bookseller's
a
on the way on the main road. Once you get to the marketplace, you turn north and you go up the main road.
from the market.
Okay,
All right, sounds good.
Bookseller can sell you a map.
Oh, excellent.
that's very nice.
Is
You
it
got
better than
money?
this one?
Yes.
That's actually
Yes,
just was
I
drawn
have
on
money.
the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
That was
I
drawn.
have money.
Oh, good.
You got
yes,
money?
I'd love
That's
to get
even
a map.
better.
Yeah, we
That's
have that.
even better. If you'd have told me that in the first place, I wouldn't have had to cut your hand.
That's okay.
All right.
Grutz likes cutting.
Any place else you want to go?
Just the inn.
Oh.
Which end? There's a blue water inn and a black water.
Heard there was a blacksmith.
There's the blacksmith.
You,
He's just north of on the way to the.
oh, to the bookseller.
the bookseller.
Okay, that works.
You'll
out.
see a smoke.
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 Oh yeah. that makes
Although
sense.
everybody's closing
Closing.
pretty soon. It's about time to close.
Oh well. this is great.
Blackwater Inn is when you get to the marketplace. You go north. Blue Water Inn is straight.
Okay.
Okay.
Martikov is his name. He runs the Blue Water.
Excellent.
And where's the Burgermeister building?
Burgermeister's further down from the Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
Is there an orphanage?
Vargas is our Burgermeister's name.
Do you guys have an
Vargas.
orphanage?
We do. We have an orphanage.
We
Yes.
got two
No
kids.
way.
We're gonna get eaten.
He's looking at the kids. Yeah. He's made them test too. By the way, I keep forgetting that stuff. He says, "Who's this lady? She's very nice looking with short hair,
She's
Oh,
part of
and
us.
she's just Irina's just kind of staying low.
She's with us.
Her
She's
name's
a monster
Mustachio.
hunter?
Yeah, she's with us.
You make ladies fight
She's there
monsters?
too.
Hey,
Yeah,
some of
Make
them
her
like
do
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we fight monsters.
Equality.
Yeah, equality.
Yeah, yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
I put them out front. The ladies, you know, let them take the first hit. You know.
Yeah, boobs soak up a lot of damage.
Well, it makes the monsters think you guys are weak.
Oh.
So you want to go see the Burgermeister? His name is Vargas.
Okay, Vargas. Okay.
Good to know.
Is that it?
Yes.
Was there any more questions? Didn't you have some question?
Has anything
Bread
weird,
guy?
Has anything
Bread
weird
guy?
going on in the town?
Huh?
Okay.
Did you what?
So you said that the Burgermeister might need our help. Is there anything going on in the town that might need our help with?
Well, you're monster hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bound to have
Is there any
monsters he wants
monsters
hit.
around in the town?
No.
Any
No.
crime?
No, they don't get past us. You and Fern, we're bad guards.
Let me tell you.
The
That
people,
is
the,
a kind of rude.
the guards in Barovia are much worse than you. I think you're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you
But the
very
people
much.
in Barovia are terrible at protecting it.
Yes.
They let their guard on post.
They don't even have guards there.
I
Horrible.
believe that.
Yeah.
I went to
Because you know why? They don't have a wall.
There you go.
I mean, everything can walk right in. Who wants to live there?
Exactly. It's terrible.
Nuts. That's what I mean. I got a job here. I got a career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a salary man.
Someday I'm going to be captain.
There you go. That's a good aspiration.
Johan says, my wife's pregnant. She's going to have a baby. I'm going to be a father.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great, huh? That's great. Yeah, he's great. Any day now. Any day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hope they go out big and strong like you.
And he'll be a god too.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had your own festival 9 months ago.
Yeah, we've had a lot of festivals every weekend.
There you go.
Remember, required.
That's how
Attendance
you
is
do it.
required.
Oh, yes, yes.
Attendance required.
Wait, what is
Attendance
that?
required.
Who holds the festival? Is it the Burgermeister?
Burgermeister, of course. He stands up straight. All will be well. Remember, always smile, never frown. Turn your sad face upside down. Always be happy. Drives away the devil.
Is this was a festival?
Yes, of course. That's why. All will be well. We have festivals. All will be well. And that's what keeps us
What
happy.
happens if you don't smile during the festival?
You'll get thrown into stocks.
Nope.
It's just gonna get you. He's captain of the guard. He works for Vargas.
I hope you get his job.
You know who Isaac is, don't you?
No.
He's captain of the guard. You can't miss him. He's big. He's bald head. He's got, he looks around. He's got a real strange left arm. Don't tell him I told you.
Strange.
He says he's a demon.
He's
He's rather
true.
mean.
Oh, we found another captain of the guard that's similar to that in another town.
This one looks like a lobster claw.
Yeah?
Isn't
Oh,
that-
the other one had pink armor, reddish armor.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, he's wearing the armor of the previous captain of the
Is
guard.
that the bad guy?
No,
You
no.
got him with
We
you?
killed him and
No.
I took his armor.
We took his armor.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with that. Take everything you can. And then when they take it from you, get mad. I
That's
find
right.
that annoying. That's very annoying.
That is very annoying.
All right. All right. So, anything else?
No, I want to head over to the armored blacksmith.
Okay.
So
And
they get
then
close to it. I want to get over.
we're going to do that, and then we're going to end for the night. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So as you go into the town, the first thing you notice in this town is there's more people walking around.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot more active. It's a lot more buzzing than
Is
it
it
was at the village. of
diverse
Barovia.
at all, or are they all just humans?
Yeah, it's just regular people.
Okay.
They're dressed like they were dressed as Barovians. You know, they've got the regular tunics and they've got the pants and things like that. Pardon?
Kind of like Gothic clothes?
Not Gothic, but
Gothic.
more like just normal regular clothes. Just shirts like
We're all
a
going
tunic.
a hot topic.
A lot like the Vistani, except they're not elaborate colors and things like that. They don't have vests,
Mm.
things like that.
Okay. So pretty
And they
simple.
have, just like regular styles hairs. The women have longer hair, and they're typically pulled back a little bit.
Okay.
So as you walk down the street, and there is more activity, this looks a lot more like regular houses too.
Yeah.
And again, it's starting to get a little darker because it's starting to become night.
Mhm.
So as you go down, you come to the marketplace, and in the marketplace is a big square. And there's a fountain in the middle of it, and then you notice up to the north end as you're starting to determine you're going to go that way. There is a stage.
Oh.
There's some open market stands where they're selling some goods. People are selling like some fruits that look like beets and ground things and cabbage.
Oh, you get him
and
for
things
the
like that.
vampire guy.
And it's mostly like earthen types of foods, things. I should have said fruits, not really.
Yeah, you mean more like ground growing.
ground growing things like carrots and
Vegetables
root,
and stuff,
and celery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but in the square there's a stage. You can see there's a stage, and next to the stage there's some stocks. And there's a man. You know what a stock is? It's where they put their hands
Yeah,
through and their heads. There are like 3 people in the stocks. You can't see their faces because on their heads are paper mache like masks of donkeys,
Oh.
and they've got these donkeys. One of the figures looks a little smaller, a little thinner. Looks like two of them are men, one of them's a woman. One of the men looks like it's smaller.
Okay.
Okay, thinner, smaller, but you can't see their faces because of the heads.
Okay.
And there's guards moving around.
All right.
So there's some guards standing next to them.
Okay.
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 And the people seem to be moving around. They don't seem to be paying any attention to these people that are in the
Probably
socks.
Okay.
Okay. So as you go up the street, you're just going to continue up the street.
Yeah.
As a group. Okay. So as you go up the street, there is a building, and there's an open area that's up front. You can see the anvil, and you can see the furnace. You can see smoke coming out.
Do I see anyone?
Yeah, you can see. Let me look here very quickly.
Yes, I would like to go into.
Oh, a man of culture. I see.
Should take this. This is a big area, so give me a second. Okay. So you see a guy, and
Tell me about this guy.
there's two men. One of them is
One with two.
one of them is like he's pumping the furnace.
Oh, okay.
He's a big, tall guy.
Uh-huh.
His name, or he's kind of got short hair.
Mhm.
He's got an earring. He's pretty muscular looking guy.
Mhm.
About mid-age, somewhere probably in his late 20s.
Mhm.
And then there's another guy who's hammering some stuff, and he is older. He's got a bib on. He's got like the curtain or the apron,
Mhm.
and he's got some large gloves,
Mm.
and he's like hammering stuff.
Mm.
And you can see a sign,
Yeah.
and it's got like a hammer
Yeah.
and a chisel, and it's got an anvil. And it's
Okay.
hanging there. And it says Thimdall's Armaments.
Armaments. Okay. Gonna say hello there.
Okay, and which guy are you talking to?
I mean, they're both in the same direction, yes?
Yeah, they're basically, one of the guys is pumping the furnace,
Okay. I'm
and the
just
other
gonna,
guy is working.
say it in both of their direction and see what's
Okay. So the one guy that's hammering, he kind of stops hammering and he looks at you.
And I'll give him a look and be like, yes, hello.
There's a sign that you can see
Mhm.
that's written next to it.
Oh, what's it
And
say?
then it says, weapon sales are reported to the Burgermeister.
Okay.
And it's signed Izek, I-Z-E-K.
Isaac.
Okay.
I'll just be like, hello there, I'm looking for a shield.
Let me see.
I'm looking for some medium armor. Please.
Sorry, we only have extra large.
Like
Is that for W, dear?
W.
Oh, W or N?
W.
Oh, I think I could use that now too.
I got the
actually.
feat that lets him use medium armor.
I could use medium armor now too as well. But doesn't it like give you a penalty to?
No, if you
agility?
pick the feat, it gives you proficient.
Oh, you just do as long as you're proficient, it doesn't. Okay, that's actually fine. Oh, it's just you don't add your
So
dexterity.
he says, my name is
Add
Raleigh.
two.
Raleigh.
Raleigh. That's the name
Yeah.
of.
R. You spell it for you. R-O-W-L-E-Y.
Oh, okay.
He says, you're looking for the shield?
Correct.
So he takes out, he says, don't get a lot called for shields here, but here's what I have that I can sell to you.
Something for a graceful and gleaming hero.
So what he brings out is kind of low-end stock. You can
Uh-huh.
tell it's kind of dented and dinged up. He says, most of the time I do work, it's for the guards. Occasionally I get something extra like this.
Mm-hmm.
Says I can sell you this for gold. So it's just basically your basic shield.
Basic shield. Well, I mean that's good because all
There's-
shields give you the same bonus.
It's a kind of a medium-sized
It's all the
shield.
same, apparently.
Okay, so it's like the typical shield that's square on the top and it's pointed sort of down. At the
Okay, yeah, like a kite
And
shield.
it's- Yeah.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of.
Steel, I guess.
Metal.
It says this guy mostly sells chain and ring armor,
Okay.
so it's just going to be your basic
Steel,
like
okay.
steel armor. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to purchase
Seems
some
a little-
chainmail.
little dented.
Okay.
Or
Can you get the
chainmail.
dents out?
He's looking at you like, well, I
Good
really
idea.
worked on it and
Good.
did the best I could.
Oh, I mean, the way you said it sounded like it was like something that was old or something.
Well, no, I have. I only get so much goods. Is all I'm telling you.
Oh, so did you
And
make this?
I've already. No. So one of the guards, they found it off of somebody, and so I bought it from him, and I have repaired it.
Oh, I see.
You can tell it's kind of had some crack.
Yeah.
And he's put a divot
Okay.
into it to make sure the crack doesn't go any further.
I
This is
see.
not high quality stuff.
I see. Sure, I'll take it. Why not?
Okay. How about gold?
How about gold?
1 gold.
I got 1 gold. What else can you give me though? It's a little damaged. Anything else you could throw in?
Throw in a joke.
A joke?
Yeah.
I already get one of those with the shield.
Wow.
How about a hardy hand clasp?
A hardy hand clasp.
Yeah, here you go. I extends his hand to you.
Can you dance?
Sure.
Okay, give me a dance.
So he starts tapping.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, 1 gold. Bang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. He's out of breath, and the other guy's looking at him like,
Well
thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Well done.
You would like chainmail?
Yes. Or chain shirt or like scale mail.
I have a chainmail shirt
Okay, perfect. I
for
can
you.
buy that.
So again, you can see it's got some like nicks in it in some areas.
Is there a tailor?
Huh?
Tailor?
Taylor
Did you know where
in town? I believe so. Yes. I'd have to look it up. But yes.
Okay.
Oh, here's his weapons. Finally, I find.
Oh yeah, and I want more armor too. Actually. Oh yeah, we don't have any armor.
So he
right
has
now.
a chain
Oh,
shirt.
Oh my god.
He does have chainmail
To use magic.
and a
to
shield,
tell
the
me
armor
what
shield. So I
happens
gave you the shield.
is what the-
No,
Yeah.
that's just for the chain.
Yeah, I can
These
throw
are
it.
iron.
You just need your spellbook.
Yeah, any armor.
The chain shirt, three gold.
Okay, deal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How much? What
Do
kind
you
of
need a
armor-
dance?
What kind of armor is a chain
No, I'm
shirt?
good. Thank
You
you.
want a joke?
It's
Do the
medium
dance.
armor.
Oh, I'll
You
do
want a
have
joke?
another one of those.
Oh, what's what?
Another chain armor.
Another dance.
Chain shirt.
So he gives you one, and it's rather large.
Rather
It's
large.
really big on you.
Rather large.
I can
What else?
modify for you.
Modify.
You're a skinny guy.
Yeah, you know,
Too thin.
it's all.
I'm
it's
surprised
all
you wear
muscle.
chainmail.
It's all power.
Oh, okay. In the legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the butt, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe if you do some push-ups.
do some push-ups.
Yeah, maybe. I'll modify slightly. I take some links out.
Oh, okay.
Mostly like 50 links.
50 length.
Yeah, I gotta tighten it around your arms. Mealy
Yeah, I
arms.
like it to fit tight, you know, so I get that silhouette.
Oh, okay.
It looks better when I.
Everybody does. They want that. They want to look good when they're dying.
Well, I'm a performer. you
Sure,
know.
yeah. You want to go down with a lot of blood on your chainmail. Yeah, sure.
Well, it looks good in other people.
I think it's great. A good idea to me. I get it back. This works. It's good. How about I sell you this for 3 gold?
3 gold.
Yeah, and I know I modify it. I make it skinnier.
You modify it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure, why not?
I'm modifying and not charging.
Sounds good.
Will you
good.
dance with me?
Dance with you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready? Are you gonna dance with me?
Yeah. I'm gonna dance with
He's
the shield
hugging
now.
you. He's hugging you.
Gonna
The
like.
other guy's looking at him. He's You hear Rowley say,
Walk
Horik,
around.
come here and dance with us. Horik's like, says, come here. You must learn how to engage with the customers.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Horik
yes.
comes over and he kind of hugs you.
Kind of hugs me.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're hugging you.
Do you like
Horik,
the
whisper
dance?
to Horik, whisper to Rowley, you're going to have to take in a lot of links. He's skinny as rail. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's
all.
good. Yeah.
Horace,
What is the
Horik looks at Jiminy.
It's 14 plus 2.
He says,
For your
does a little guy want
Yeah, I
some?
have mine. 14.
What do you want?
Plus whatever
What
your
you
dex
got?
is.
Okay.
I got boots. I got a mace.
Shield adds 2, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
16 plus what your dex is.
How about a war
You
pick?
see 2.
14.
You look like you'd use a war pick.
What the fuck is a war pick?
I don't know. Look it up.
And it's like you know, like what you see those pickers use when they like hook onto stuff. It's kind of like that.
How about a
It's
trident?
kind of like a thing with like a.
You know, everybody respects you when you have a trident. He says.
I thought you said a dragon.
Rowley's looking at it. Good upsell. Good upsell. Horik says, trident means you get to perk him 3 times.
Hey, what's it made out of?
One stab, 3 times. Iron. You're lucky we have a trident. We don't have a lot of tridents around here. It is a little longer than you.
This is what war pick looks like. I want the war pick. That
You
was
want that
rad.
easy to war pick? I want to make
That's
sure.
kinda
says-
rad.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a.
Yeah, I want that.
He says, "Okay,
You mean
can you
skulls you
lift
can
it?
bust over with that?
Can you lift it?"
How heavy is it?
I believe they're like thick.
Well, how heavy is it?
It's like a big weapon.
It's got
Look up the player handbook real quickly, can you?
Look up
I
the
believe
player
it's like I think it's like a
12.
I think it's like a double-handed. It's like a double-handed sword.
Its
Yeah, like-
weight is 3. It's the same as a longsword.
It's like a long sword.
You got arrows?
Yeah, sure.
Give me all your arrows.
Horace is looking at you. You don't look like an arrow guy. You're too big. You're too studly. You look like a war pick guy.
I need arrows.
He's gotta
I
be
don't
arrows.
have a bow anymore.
It might be
Damn,
the-
I gotta take it
It
from
might
you.
be the time for you to become.
He doesn't have any arrows. He doesn't have any arrows.
He has a
Yeah, I
bow.
don't have
You
them listed.
need like a Fletcher.
He says you
If
probably
the
have that.
warpick weighs 2
I think there's a
pounds,
Fletcher either in town or I'll have to look because it's a big
the
module.
warpick weighs 2 pounds.
Oh, you can handle Warpick? Yeah, you look
Take a
good.
war pick.
And you look big, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Everybody look at you and say, look at that little motherfucker. Get away from me. He's going to jab me in my knee with that Warpick.
Oh my
Heck yeah.
god, yeah.
Take out my calf.
Hell
Right
yeah.
now.
Heck yeah.
Everybody look at you and say, look at that.
Yeah,
Jiminy, great.
God,
Hey,
too
get
bad we
ready.
don't have the
Get away from him.
Hey, get ready to shit.
Too
Yeah,
bad we
there you
don't
go.
have
Fuck
the.
'em
Better than arrows.
Hell yeah.
You know what
I'm
arrows.
so
I
sad
got
I
any
don't have the
arrows.
cast.
Don't have any arrows anyway.
I'm pretty proficient.
How about that Warpick?
I'll take the war pick.
5 gold.
5 gold.
It's an official Warpick. Says right on it, official.
Where?
Right on it, on the handle.
I don't see it.
He takes it and he shows it to you, and there's some symbols on it. He goes, it says official.
I'm pretty sure
It
this
says
is made in
OFP.
China.
What you trying to say, yeah? Huh? You trying to say the CCCP is not as good?
I don't know.
They make good Warpicks.
I don't know.
Where's China?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So when you're Woodworthy, I bet.
With Warpick. Sure. They sound like they need Warpicks there.
They need a lot of help.
Unfortunately, all I have is one Warpick. You know what? He's looking around. You never know. Somebody else is going to come up and they're going to buy your Warpick.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Then they're
You
gonna
want
say,
that
"Look
Warpick?"
at that fucker."
I don't think
Only
anyone.
6 gold.
I don't think anyone here knows. 6.
6.
He said 5.
No, I said 6.
No, he said 5.
I said 5 Warpicks, but I don't have 5. I only
Actually,
have
I heard you, and I'm pretty sure you said 4.
1. You and I danced.
I know. That's
You
why
and I
I know
danced.
you. I know. I know
No,
you.
you're my friend.
You're
my
forgetting.
partner.
You're forgetting. It's a special holiday today. Half off day. That means 3 gold.
No, it's not holiday yet.
You don't know
You
that.
gotta wait till the weekend. You might
That's
be
right.
dead
The
by then.
festival.
That's a festival, and you might be dead.
Nah.
You'll be sorry you don't have this
Yeah, this is
Warpick.
the pre-festival
This
sale, right?
Warpick is official.
Pre-festival sale. 3 gold.
There's no pre-festival sale.
There is
I'm the
now.
only
There's
guy
it
there.
now. You're the
I'm the
only
only
guy.
one. I'm the
If
only
you
one
start the
with
pre-festival sale, you're gonna start to trend. I'm giving you a
I
great
mean,
I'll
idea.
give it to you for 7 gold.
That's all I got.
You give it to him for 4, and I'll make him shut up.
3 gold.
I'll give it to you for 4 if you shut up.
3 gold.
Yeah.
4 gold. He shuts up.
3
Yeah.
gold.
How long does he shut up?
A
2
while.
hours.
I'll make sure he doesn't come back.
Perfect. And I get rid of and I get the Warpick. Here's Warpick. 4 gold, please.
I'm gonna give him 3.
Son of a bitch, you bastard. Warwick, you don't know how to negotiate. Raleigh's like pissed. God damn. That's an official Warpick too. Eric's like, sorry. Little bastard got the best of me. He got the official Warpick too. Damn it.
I'm walking out of the work with the work pick. But I'm walking right back in. I'm back!
You're supposed to shut up.
No, I'm
No,
gonna.
he said that I wasn't supposed to come back, but I'm back.
I'm gonna
I
cover
have
his
no
mouth.
more
And I'm not
Warpicks.
shutting up.
Do you want another Warpick?
I'm gonna cover his mouth.
You said that this was the only one.
It's the official, I said.
Alright, I'm leaving. You're a waste of
I have
my
another
time.
Warpick if you like.
No, you're a
2
waste of my
Warpicks,
time.
nobody mess with you. 1 in each hand.
You can scale a wall with it.
Yeah.
I can already jump over any
You're
wall.
good. You're good. I need you in this store.
Yeah, I know. Great
You can
advertising.
climb trees with that thing.
Nope.
No werewolf's gonna mess
I'm
with you.
leaving. Watch it now. This guy's an idiot.
Anybody need anything else?
I don't think Grutz needs anything from here.
He's looking at you. You look like a man that needs a crowbar. I've never seen anybody who doesn't look like a crowbar who is like you. You need a crowbar.
Grutz is gonna say
Crowbar's perfect.
This
You
is
know
my
what?
crowbar.
When he comes after you with that war pick, you just shut him aside with the crowbar.
This is my crowbar.
F that war pick. I got a crowbar.
This is my crowbar.
What do you got?
I'm gonna pump my fist so it goes really big. 20 strength. I'm gonna flex it. This is my crowbar. I can break a chest with it.
You know what? You know what? You'd rather break the crowbar, wouldn't you?
You know,
Keep the
I'll
fish.
give you a gold for the crowbar.
Sure.
Alright.
Take gold.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sure.
take a gold. Dude, you can pry stuff open with that.
You sure can.
Anybody want sledgehammer? Sledgehammer's on sale. Sledgehammer's on
How much is
sale.
the sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer's on
Grutz
sale.
instant sledgehammer.
Pre-pageant sale from Little Man gives me good idea.
How much?
6 gold.
I don't have that.
Half price. What you got?
3 gold.
That's half price. Sure.
Okay, I'm getting that.
Take a sledgehammer. Okay. All right.
Guy!
Rowley's like, all right, we're closed. Closed for the rest of the year. I made so much money off you numbskulls. I can close for a year. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Anybody else? You got a crowbar, right?
Yeah.
And you got a
Sledgehammer.
sledgehammer. And you got a war pick.
This will help me make
I
better
don't get
windows.
Deared.
I don't know what to
One of the Horic comes up to you and says, I'll give you a gold piece if you let me get a squeeze.
Sure.
He's gonna grab you. Yeah, he's grabbing. Hold. He's just standing there holding. He's just holding your boobs.
Yes.
This is nice. He
Yes,
says.
it's very nice.
He says, this is nice.
Especially when they're clean.
Yeah.
Usually, like, little.
Holy
crispy.
mackerel. What were they before?
Huh?
What were they before?
A little dirty.
A little dirty?
Yeah.
Now they're dirty again because I got oil all over my hands.
Oh.
Sorry.
This is like a big black hand mark.
That's
Sorry.
okay. It's war paint.
He says, hey, when you want another gold, you come see Horic. Okay?
Oric.
Horic. Grinch. Name's Horic Ginch. All right, and with that, everybody is. We're in Vallaki. We made it to Vallaki.
Finally,
We've
have
learned a
Oh
lot.
my god.
We've learned a lot,
Yeah.
Amazing.
and we'll see where it takes us next time.
Actually,
I believe we're at
Because the can of worms is about to open.
I'm gonna make such fine holes.
We'll see you next week. I think we're live for next week, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
See you next
Say bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a good time.